See if you guys get notifications on your phone too, like Hooligan Sports is now live.
Ooh, watch live.
A live stream. Oh my
gosh, guys.
goodness.
Is this the first live podcast? Oh my gosh.
Is there an echo?
What's
This
going
is
on?
Soundception. Joshua,
What?
we're in vivo.
I know that
Is
was
it 21st century now?
My boy, we are live.
21st century schizoid boosters.
I thought you were taking 21st century digital boy.
I was gonna say that.
I got
Boosty,
a lot of...
if I didn't have a lid on, this podcast would have just ended with an electrical fire.
Guys,
Guys,
are we here? Is this happening?
Yep. This is
En
happening.
vivo. We're live. Dun, dun. Okay, now, honestly, my Spanish isn't perfect, but I'm pretty sure live is en vivo. If I'm wrong, please correct me. It's my second language. Gracias a todos. And
Hey,
bienvenidos.
I saw you at Burger King ordering in Spanish.
Yeah, homegirl was
the
straight.
pregame meal.
She was straight like, yeah, bro, speaking English, Joe. She was like, I don't
like,
want
"So
to.
you
She's
want a
like,
chicken
I speak in
sandwich?"
Spanish everywhere. I'm tired. She straight up was like, yeah, I don't have the chicken sandwich right now. I was like, oh, all right, bet. I was
I
like,
love that.
I was like, my bad.
So, man, since the last podcast, what has happened?
A lot has happened.
Man, there's been a lot going on in my life and in the sports world. A lot of good stuff going on.
NBA, NHL.
Yeah, I mean, we covered.
Season's over, but there's still tons of news.
I mean, I feel like the season hasn't ended yet of all the news that's come out.
Oh no, I mean, it's so many things going on, but I think it's interesting when you think about. This has been one of the most lively off seasons.
Yeah.
It hasn't even truly started yet until tomorrow or the Monday. So I think it's really interesting how all that's going to come together. But I mean, you have AD as a Laker. We already covered that last episode.
What episode was that?
Episode 10.5.
Was that the lost episode?
We have as
No.
of right now. I think there's 2 lost episodes.
Two last episodes, yeah.
We got 2,
But I mean, AD is a Laker now.
which is
Or he will be officially a Laker, I think, on July
July
6th.
6th.
which
yeah.
is the greatest thing ever. Right
Which
now.
is amazing. I
Even
mean,
though they gave up a steep price, but
But
to get AD with
top
LeBron,
10 player in the world.
top 5.
I mean, at least top 10. Top 3 defender in the league.
Yeah, you had as much as I love the young guys of having it was tough. To
You
see.
make a trade. You
make
trade
a trade.
top. You trade top 3 or 3 top 100 players
Yeah.
for the return of a top
Yeah.
10 or better player.
Exactly, and you still get to get Kuzma. Nothing complaining about that.
Kuzma was the only thing I was worried about. Not only because I think he was the most talented person on Lakers that was that young, other than Lonzo.
Right.
But I also bought his jersey, and I don't have bad jerseys.
The only one who made it.
You know
Yep.
what's-
And that's the only Laker
well, the
jersey I
reason
have from the new
why-
teams.
And especially not buying the LeBron jersey now
Oh,
that he
no.
changed his number.
Yep. I mean, I didn't buy that one either. That's my first Laker jersey that's not a Kobe jersey.
How smart?
Kuzma.
How smart is LeBron James to giving up the number to Anthony Davis?
Because he understands that everything comes with a price, and he's gonna want. This is gonna make AD want to become a Laker for life. I mean, when
Yeah.
it comes to re-signing and things like that.
Not only that, he gets more royalties from his jersey sales when
Yep.
when it starts buying.
Yeah,
new
for
number
the second
6.
year in a row, he can be the top selling jersey.
Exactly.
I mean, LeBron James. I mean, you thought Kobe was a smart businessman.
So
Look at LeBron.
yeah,
I mean, he's doing a great job. I mean, the Space Jam stuff,
Always.
with the jersey royalties, his own shoe line. I mean, obviously, I feel like LeBron has a chance to make more money than any prior NBA star before. I mean, with all the things he's done so far, I mean, it's quite fantastic. And I was just watching LeBron's videos. I was just really impressed. Like, I remember when LeBron was a person I did not like to watch because of how he behaved and cried about a lot of things. But the last 4 or 5 years, I really warmed up to him, especially with his off the court contributions to American children and the betterment of education in this country. You can't hate the guy, really. I mean, he's just a fantastic athlete and a fantastic man, and now he's a Laker. It just makes it even better. I smile sometimes. I get kind of giddy when I see his Facebook or his Instagram stories. I'm like, bro, LeBron's a Laker.
I still can't believe
we
it.
We still haven't even peaked at his great Laker moments. Especially with everything that went on. So I'm very happy with what's going on, and I mean, now we have since Anthony Davis waived his trade kicker.
$4 million. I think he's probably gonna make that in Space Jam 2.
Oh, that alone, and in jersey sales,
Yeah,
and
they're gonna
in his
circumvent
next
the-
contract with the
circumvent
new
the cap through Space Jam.
going up.
Yeah, they're gonna make him Anthony Davis the highest paid
Right.
on Space Jam to make. Hey, LeBron's like, hey, since you waived that $4 million trade clause, here's a little extra couple million for doing Space Jam 2.
He's like,
Yeah, I was
"Hey."
reading that on Twitter. Everybody was like, and he just got a Space Jam bonus.
He did. He really did.
Okay,
But
so now the Lakers have $32 million now, which is the max you could
Which is
sign
great.
for contract. So we all think now Kawhi is coming to the Lakers.
I mean,
Yep.
I am hoping.
and he's
I
now.
don't think it will happen. I'm hoping to, but I don't know if it will happen.
But also, we're now the favorites, even over the Raptors at this point.
Yeah, Toronto.
Which would be unreal. I think it'd be amazing if we got LeBron.
I mean-
I'm sorry, not LeBron.
Kawhi.
LOL
Kawhi.
tired. It'd be amazing if we got Kawhi. And I was thinking about this. You put Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis on a team together, which correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they were all on some sort of USA team together and like the World Championships or something recently. But you put all three of those guys on the court, that's a 75 points average every night. And you put Kuzma in there, another 20-point average guy, that's 95 points between four guys.
And no one talks about this. The Lakers and all these players, they're all concerned about load management,
Right.
about injuries and all that stuff.
I don't know how we're gonna do it with 4 players though.
With that many players that are that good, load management should be easily able to do that.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
Yeah.
You can be yourself,
Kawhi-
and there's going to be a different hero every night.
If Kawhi comes to the Lakers, he can miss his 20 games a year. LeBron can miss his 10 to 15 games a year.
Yeah, Anthony
AD
Davis can miss his 10 to 15 games.
a year.
Kuzma
And who-
can miss his 20 games.
Yeah.
I mean,
And we're fine.
we'll be all right.
I mean, what killed the Lakers last year, everybody knows, is injuries. Before Lonzo got hurt and before Braun got hurt, we were 4th in the league. In the Western Conference, right? I think it was 7th in the league. So the Lakers were on a crash course for success of some sort.
Yeah.
And injuries killed us. And that's the thing, like, I feel like the NBA is only second to the NFL in injuries that can derail a season. But it's also why I love baseball, because no matter what, you're not usually injured out for the whole year, so you can have a chance to come back. But
So-
off topic, right? But,
Yeah. So we all want Kawhi, right?
I mean, who's the second choice?
But who do we get if we don't get Kawhi? If Kawhi goes back to Toronto,
Word.
or God forbid he decides to go to the Clippers?
We're getting an old friend,
What's the deal?
D-Lo.
D'Angelo.
I don't know about that
Russell.
no more. I've been
What about-
reading news that literally breaking the last 4 hours.
I heard opposite.
The
last
D-Lo
4
has been
hours.
that Minnesota wants D'Angelo Russell, and they're willing to trade.
Wait, did Kurt Rambis tell you this, Bustos?
No, I've been reading a lot of.
Friend of the podcast.
To the podcast.
I've been reading a lot of stuff. Minnesota really wants D'Angelo, and they're willing to offer him the max deal just to get D'Angelo, which is crazy. But
Right.
he might get him with the max deal. They're willing to trade different players to make it where they have the max amount to max out D'Angelo. I've heard maybe he might be thinking about trading Wiggins too to make that happen.
I mean, Wiggins is one of the biggest
Bust.
busts
Yo,
for
everybody,
that pick that he was selected, you know?
everybody right now, and we're finally, obviously this is our first live episode, so we're monitoring it live.
Yeah.
Everybody
Sudden.
who's here in the chat with us, let us know what's up. Let us know what you guys think about the whole Lakers situation, what you think about Kawhi. Who should the Lakers get? Let us know who you think Bustos' source in the Lakers organization is. Is it really Kurt Rambis? We don't know.
No, I don't have.
Or is it the Talboy B-Rod
I don't think
McGoochers?
The guy from the GIF where he like takes off his sunglasses.
The kid? Yeah. Someone's dad is someone's dad. But
I don't
yeah,
have-
chime in, guys,
I
even
don't
if
have
it's
any
for a
sources,
shout-out,
just-
boys and girls.
Just the web, reading the web.
What? That's
Just
your,
reading
that's
the
your
web.
source?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure you have
Bustos,
more
just
sources
pretend
than
that you have some crazy source.
You know,
Who's-
I have friends in the source industry.
in
Like,
the
I got
source
pe-
in the source industry.
Source magazine.
That's a new industry. The source industry.
Oh,
Like,
I mean,
Source
whoa,
magazine.
did you know them?
Did
Oh
you,
my
did you hear a rumor? Everyone joking around that in order to get great press for the Clippers, that Ballmer was.
I've
paying-
heard this. Dude, I've been
Ballmer
reading
was
about this.
Paying
Waj. He was supposedly one of the guys. Okay, the hype is supposedly Steve Ballmer's paying all these dudes, all this media, to include the Clippers and all the rumors and all the signings and all this kind of stuff. Specifically Waj. That's why every single time a new
Woj.
player becomes available,
What does she mean?
is that?
Yeah, Woj.
Woj, I don't know.
I call him Woj.
I only ever read the tweets.
Woj bomb.
Woj bomb.
I don't watch ESPN Bustos. I don't know.
I watch. Too
I only
much,
read
I watch too much
Twitter
ESPN.
sometimes. Anyways, this guy is being one of one of the ones who's paid off, and I guess all these other media sources, whatever, are being paid by Ballmer to report the Clippers in every deal.
Yeah, and they said bad things about the Lakers.
I mean,
Like,
That's pretty bad.
Was it
I did
like-
not know that.
was it like a week ago? Everyone said there's no chance the Lakers have to get $31 million cap space. $31 million, and a week later,
And they said it keeps doing it. Oh, you're gonna only have 19 and all this shit. And then
Yeah.
look now.
yeah, look now they have 31.
Look at me
32.
now. Oh, we're
paper.
getting players.
Wow.
So-
He's
I got you.
He's a
So,
natural.
I got you.
Okay,
He's
so
a natural.
It's the ADD that's not controlled.
so back to topic now.
All right, guys. That was the first live Boosters
Live.
impression.
That's the first live. Come on,
All
guys.
right.
Okay,
Okay.
back-
Funny side story, real quick. When we released the Mad Bum shirt, it's
Yeah.
Boosters thought the Mad Bum shirt was a dig at him
Yeah,
because it starts with "Don't worry, guys," and he's like, "Was that a joke at me?"
Of
Yeah.
Don't
course,
worry,
Boosters.
guys. I got the ball.
yeah. That's I was like, are you sure?
I actually borrowed scuba gear from the coast.
I brought my own kayak. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, hey, what's the guy in McCovey Cove? Dave, what's up, buddy? You got some competition now, Dodger Boosty.
Lakers-
Shout out. Let's see.
Like,
Garegan Mkhitaryan.
I mean, you can't read for nothing.
Man.
G. I love you, though.
He said Lakers should get Giannis Antetokounmpo on their team.
I wish, but there's
Johnny,
no way you can
Johnny,
do
I
that.
think-
Antetokounmpo.
Maybe in 2 years when he's a free agent, if
one
he doesn't sign his
day.
max contract.
I mean,
Yes,
One day in the
Future
very,
Laker.
very distant future, we'll get Giannis.
we,
He'll be our best friend and our best asset.
so
When
okay,
he gets sick
we
of
all-
sitting in Milwaukee in his winters.
So back to where we're talking about. So Lakers. I love that one. That's my favorite Kawhi thing.
That's not even Kawhi. That's the
That's
best
such
part.
great Kawhi. So back to the. Can you play that again, please?
That's not even Kawhi. That's just a random
I'm
laugh.
not going with that laugh. That laugh by
The Kawhi laugh is classic. Though. And I've been trying to add it to the soundboard. I just haven't done it yet.
So-
Ray has a solid list of sounds for me to add,
Watch your profanity.
including, I mean,
What's your
that's a
profanity?
classic. But
Sakalabosita.
warning,
Warning!
Who's gone wild?
Another episode for the full file Sakalabosita. If you ever watch,
Shout out to Fools Gone Wild
Who's
Instagram.
Gone Wild on Instagram.
A friend-
straight keeping us entertained the entire week. I like it sucks because Come Outside Foo was like my plug for like the Foo memes, and then there was a couple good ones on there too. There's a lot of good accounts, but then like Foo's Gone Wild took off, and
And
they
then
fed
Ray got me on that.
and then I started sending it to everybody. I was like, bro, you guys want to live your life right? You gotta go Foo's Gone
Middle
Wild.
of the night, I'm watching the Fools Gone Wild Instagram, and Kristen's like, "What are you watching?"
It's like, don't worry about it.
Just Ray sends me dumb cholo videos. Don't mind it.
Don't worry about it.
But Bustos, the Lakers.
Okay, so.
Fill it up.
So. Kawhi, then you say D'Angelo, right?
I think D'Angelo. I mean, because if you don't have Kawhi and Kemba Walker's now agreed to a
To Boston.
contract with the Celtics,
So now I hate you,
so
Kemba.
now,
You're dead to me.
yeah, later, bro. God bless. I hope you don't
Sorry,
succeed
Kemba.
there, but I hope you stay healthy.
Yeah.
I wish.
Kyrie-
And now,
Kyrie-
now
Kyrie
Kyrie's
going-
out, and he's
Kyrie-
going to be almost a certainty to the Nets now.
Yeah, Kyrie's probably going to Brooklyn.
We have, I think D'Lo's the best answer. He's a facilitator and a scorer, and I think that's who we can replace Lonzo Ball, who we're missing with, and still have enough cap space to fill a solid bench. I mean, we're still going to be fine
Yeah.
with Anthony Davis, LeBron, and Kuzma.
If D'Lo signs for $20 million, that's a great fit.
Yeah, I feel like
but-
he'll even sign for
I did,
less.
that was an accidental press, guys.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
What's
cricket
boring
you.
about that?
I didn't mean to cricket you there,
D'Lo
Bustos.
at 20 is great. D'Lo at 27, hell no.
No, that's way too much for. Oh gosh. Oh
We're not used to live.
my god, I can't edit that out. Oh my gosh.
The nerves. The
Oh,
nerves.
geez.
The nerves.
So, yeah, D'Lo.
Yeah,
at
that's
20
too much for a guy like that. I think 20 million's healthy. No more than 22.
And I think if that doesn't work, you have to just spread it out. Get these
Yeah.
$10, $12 million guys.
I mean, who else is a free
Danny
agent right
Green.
now? Danny Green would be great. Danny Green is like the ultimate role player that's
Yeah.
not six man.
I
all the
wish I
time.
could get and these guys for like 2-3 year contracts to have the cap space for the future. Not tied. I wish the other guy really wanted the Lakers to get, but he decided he's gonna retire, even though he had a lot of game in him.
Collison.
Darren Collison. It would have been a perfect fit for you.
I liked him a lot, man. He wasn't he from UCLA?
Yeah, UCLA. plays solid defense, has a good 3-point shooter, knows how to run the
Yeah.
offense, doesn't make too many
A
turnovers.
solid point guard.
Yeah, solid point guard. Nothing too fancy. Would have been a perfect fit for this team.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of
And-
options still.
And I was looking at the last guys who's being waived, who was available. The center position, I would not spend too much money on that center position.
Because
right
you have Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but also there's so many guys who are big guys getting cut who you can get for reasonable prices that you don't need to spend big money on a center. So Lakers need to concentrate on guards, point guard or shooting guard.
That's true.
So I don't mind dealing. Like the guys I would like for the 10 minute, like Danny Green, Seth Curry, Wayne Ellington. I would not bring
Klay
back
Thompson.
Klay Thompson signing back with Golden State, even though you predicted that earlier in the year. You
Wait,
thought-
is it for sure now?
Yeah.
How certain?
He said he was going to sign.
Did they give him the max?
Yeah, they gave him the max.
Oh, that's smart of them. Because
And
if they
Durant?
didn't, he'd be a Laker.
Not Durant. They're going to offer Durant the max, but he hasn't agreed to sign it.
So is Jimmy Butler figured out where he's gonna play?
I don't know about Jimmy. Jimmy's have gone. Is the guy.
What are your sources telling you, Bustos?
Jimmy's been the guy who's been going all over the place. Like literally,
That
like,
attitude,
I've heard him in
though.
Houston. I've heard him in Lakers. I've heard him with the Clippers now. That the Clippers want to pair him with Kawhi. I've heard Brooklyn. It's like heard him back in Philadelphia. Jimmy Butler's a wild card of where he's gonna go.
Wild card. You watch It's Always Sunny?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's the best. I love those references.
Wild card.
So what do you think?
Okay,
Is it-
hold on. We got a comment saying, okay, plan B is signing Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram back to the Lakers in 2 years.
That could happen.
Gonna get the band back
The
together.
homie Garrigan.
I mean,
Tell me if I'm saying your last name right. Mkhitaryan? Mkhitaryan?
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan?
I-
I'm trying, bro. That's
I
a good
fumbled
one.
it.
Mkhitaryan? I don't
fumbled
know.
it.
I'm trying. Let me know, buddy.
So
Watch your profanity.
let's make some
Rude.
bold predictions on some of these guys where
All
they're
right.
going.
Free agents. And tomorrow's the day, or tomorrow they can
tom-
meet, and then Monday they can sign.
They can sign tomorrow. They officially can't sign to July 5th. or
But they can start agreeing tomorrow?
They can start agreeing, officially agreeing tomorrow.
Okay, so Ray, at the buzzer, the day before, we need some Ray Stradamus.
Damn, bro. That's too much.
Where is Kawhi
pressure.
Leonard gonna sign?
Not even Kawhi. Who's going to be the player the Lakers sign? What are they going to do with that max?
The max space.
I mean, I'm a fun guy. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know you are in the crowd right now, bro.
When he did it at the parade?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
And let's have a lot of fun. I'm a fun guy.
Hey.
Ha ha. That fool was so drunk.
That one where he's like, hey, bro, you need to get your camera fixed. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah, dude. All right, you ready for this
All right.
hot take?
Hot Ray Stradamus.
Stradamus.
What's going to happen?
Kawhi Leonard is gonna be the quiet guy in the Lakers. He's gonna be the Lakers' quiet killer, because Anthony Davis is gonna get the pressure, and LeBron's gonna get the pressure, and Kawhi is gonna be that new James Worthy type, even though he's way better than James Worthy ever was.
So you're saying Kawhi's a Laker tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
I think he's gonna be a Laker this week. And
This week?
my plan B is a nice little shocker.
Uh-oh.
If we do not get Daddy Leonard, I think the Lakers will sign D'Angelo Russell, Danny Green, and Patrick Beverly.
I thought you were going to say Patrick Ewing.
I
All
love-
three of them.
I would love to get Patrick Beverly.
Because I think that you put any of those three guys. Oh, also, sorry. Interchange one of those guys, Michael Brogdon.
Yeah.
I didn't say Brogdon already, right?
I
No.
don't think the problem with your I love,
Brogdon. We need a shooting guard.
I
and
love
Brogdon
your
fits it.
prediction, but I don't think we'll have enough cap space for all three of them.
I don't think we will, but I mean, I think you can take two of those four guys. Either I would like to see
I don't-
D'Lo and Beverly, because Beverly pisses people off and
I
takes
would
them off
love,
their game.
I would love Beverly, and I would love Danny Green. That defense is set backcourt,
Oh yeah, I mean, you could take Danny
And-
Green and D'Lo
and you know,
and be fine.
and we're talking this earlier in the week. We already know what the bench is gonna look like.
Nobody.
No, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony,
God.
Kyle Korver when they all get bought out.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you guys, Banger is going to freak out if the Lakers get Melo. You
If
guys
he-
do
he's
not
gonna buy a
understand.
jersey.
He will buy a jersey.
He's gonna cry.
He will cry.
We'll actually have
He's
a live
loving Melo.
episode dedicated to Bung crying in front of you guys for 17 minutes straight.
Just to pure tears because the Lakers got Melo.
It's the most he'll
Even
ever
washed
talk.
up Melo.
Everything.
Right.
Guys, we got Melo. I had his Air Force Ones when I was 10.
Or like he just broke his record for talking.
Yep. It would have been everything. It would have been everything.
What about Brook Lopez?
I
would
like Brook
I would like
Lopez,
Brook
and I think that he might be our backup center. But does he take a backup role, especially after a great year with Milwaukee?
Great year in Milwaukee. Does he take the minimum, like $3 or $4 million contract? I think he's looking for 8 or 9. He took the discount last year. Had a great playoffs. Had a good regular season. I think he wants to get paid. Maybe an option was he's not as a good 3-point shooter, but Robin Lopez, his brother, twin brother, might be available for a good cheap price.
Robin Lopez, huh? Robin Big Lopez? No, I'm kidding. If you could, I mean, Robin Lopez, I think, is like my favorite of the Lopez just because he's so angry. But he's a nice guy. And the hair twin.
What about
your hair
George
twins.
Lopez?
The low rider gets a little higher.
Yeah.
And that was a very high thought of you.
Wow.
Messed up.
So,
Messed up.
do you think any other big basketball signings will happen?
All right, we got his prediction. What's your prediction, Bustos?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Bustadamus bringing?
One step at a time.
I hope to God.
No. Not the hope. What is going to happen,
I'm
Bustos?
getting there. I hope to God Kawhi comes to the Lakers, but
Uh-oh.
I think he's staying in Toronto. It's hard to not to leave Toronto when you're the king of the North. I pray.
You'd rather be the king of Toronto / all of Canada than the king of Los Angeles?
He won't be the king of Los Angeles, though.
I mean...
That's LeBron James.
Yeah, but LeBron's only going to be here for 3 years.
And then you can have Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard duo for the next 7-8 years.
And then another max contract after LeBron leaves.
But I still think...
Welcome Zion, because his entry-level contract will be up at that point.
Yeah, I think...
Zion.
I call it ELC. Too much hockey. I'm sorry.
Right.
I think Kawhi is staying up north, but he's only staying... He's going to get a 1-on-1 contract.
1 year?
1 year with a 1-year option. So I think he's going to... he wants to defend the title in Toronto. He'll stay there with the 1-and-1. So that's a little bit of a bold prediction that he's not going to take the max contract.
That's fair.
I think D'Angelo, reading all what I've read, is not coming to the Lakers too.
Damn, bro. What? Okay, so I heard otherwise. I heard they're gonna have a meeting
Yeah,
tomorrow.
But-
I thought I read that today, too.
I know.
Yeah.
I read that. They're going to have a meeting, but if Minnesota's offering a max
But
contract,
Kurt Rambis told Bustos.
Kurt Rambis
nope.
literally kissed
If-
Bustos on the ear.
if Minnesota's going to offer a max contract to D'Angelo, he'll be stupid not to take that deal. I mean, you have one of the better centers
You're gonna make
in the league
money.
in KD. But you're right, because his Nike contract is over after next season. So in LA, he could make more money as being part of that team, the LA team. But I still think he goes to Minnesota. I think the
Really?
Lakers are going to go after a combination of 3 players, and 2 of the 3 you mentioned. I think it'll be Patrick.
You see what our boy Garrigan is saying?
Garrigan.
I feel like
we
I'm
can
bitching
bring
his
back
neck.
Kobe
Kobe.
for that shooting guard spot. Also, they can piss him off with the 6th ring.
I would do that in a heartbeat.
I mean, I'm for it.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Damn.
If we can get him to sign for the vet minimum.
Oh yeah, vet minimum. Kobe's made enough money in his
On
career.
point with that one, dude. Also, Kobe's done.
Yeah.
That fool was literally walking into Kane. I heard he's resting. He's still resting his injuries
He's
up.
gonna be like Yoda in like the last Star Wars movies, where he's like all weak
But
with
he
the
can
cane,
still, but he can
then-
still give
yeah,
it
when
to
it-
Kanduku and
he can
stuff like
still-
that.
He needs to win a
Exactly.
game-winning shot. You just give it to Kobe, he'll make it.
The
Yeah,
Mamba.
basically just take him off the bench, free throws.
If he was
Wet.
able to do it with the torn Achilles, he
Yeah.
can do it.
I just
Oh.
want to know why LeBron James just got off with the free throws. I just want to know.
Oh, it's bad.
All of a sudden.
All right, I think
So, what Ray was saying, I think they're going to spread out the contracts. Spread out the $32 million. I've read from different websites and things that you can offer incentive deals to make it where you get more money. So, like, say, if the Lakers,
Or they just cast somebody in Space Jam and pay him that way.
that way too. But, like, say,
Everybody
so-
get up. It's time to slam now.
We
We
should-
got a real boost going now. Welcome to the podcast.
yeah, and-
Why wasn't
and
that the intro?
and they're filming it right now.
They really are filming.
All
it.
right, all right.
We have a
all right.
special podcast day to go see Space Jam 2.
Yes,
We do, and we're gonna invite Garrigan and anybody else who wants to come.
Garrigan's
live.
gonna be there for sure.
Yeah, Garrigan,
he
you
has to
got your
come.
ticket already, dog. Don't you worry.
Okay, so-
wave your hands in
so-
the air, get
so-
your free ticket.
So the deal is,
For the free
they
tickets.
have $32 million. right now in contracts.
Wait, we have or in
Available.
space?
Available.
Okay, yeah.
Tiene
So
espacio.
I think I've read they can have incentive deals. So you could pay a player, if we make the playoffs, sign a player a free agent, we'll give you an extra $1 million.
It sounds like you're circumventing the cap boostos.
No.
I don't like it.
You don't like it, but you could do
You're,
this.
you're about to get us. You're about to lose us $20 million in cap space, bro.
So I would
We're
give.
about to get fined.
I would give. I'll give $10 million.
Tampering.
I would give $10 million to Seth Curry.
Seth Curry?
Yep.
Oh,
$10 million.
I got excited for a second.
Or-
'cause I thought
or
you said
to
Steph
Patrick-
Curry.
Or $3 million to Seth Curry.
Oh, Seth Curry is one of the best 3-point shooters right now in the game.
Wave
behind
your
Curry.
hands in the.
So $10 million to Seth Curry, $10 million to Patrick Beverly, $12 million to Danny Green.
P-Bev.
That's your point guard, shooting guard combination.
That's actually a solid guess, but I feel like we need a better starting shooting guard. Well, is Kuzma going to be our starting shooting guard?
No, he's a starting
small forward,
power
right?
forward.
Yeah,
No, LeBron.
power forward, and then
LeBron's
LeBron's our
power
small forward.
Small forward.
So we need others. I feel like we need one more guy in the shooting guard. Like when you look at the old Lakers, I mean, like I'm trying to. It's interesting to compare the NBA of 15 years ago to the NBA of now. You look at
15 years ago,
championship
it was
winning.
Kobe Bryant, though.
I know, but you had Derek Fisher,
Derek Fisher's a
and you
point
had.
guard.
And I know, but my point is like you had guys that were notorious role players that were consistent role players.
Right.
That's Seth Curry.
You only have
that's
like
Patrick
10
Beverly.
I don't know. I mean, Seth Curry, I feel like gets a lot of love because his last name's Curry.
No, but he.
Patrick Beverly, I would agree, but
Seth
Patrick
Curry's
Beverly's
one of-
also just known because he's a dick.
But,
Like
but Patrick-
honestly, he's a jerk. He's Gary Payton with the mouth.
why?
And
What's,
that's why he's
What's
awesome.
wrong with? What's wrong with them as those role players?
There's nothing wrong with it. I just want to know if we can, while we have the money, if we can upgrade to a guy, a well-known point guard. I mean, we traded away a guy like Ball.
Cool.
It's
If you
like
get a well-known point guard, there's only 2 well-known point guards.
in the
the free
Kemba
agency.
Walker and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Well, what about Deloading? Deloading is a well-known point guard.
Yeah, but D'Lo.
And he's a higher caliber, like a Derek Fisher
Yeah,
type.
but D'Lo, I like D'Lo, but he's not the top point guard. He's like this tier 2, and there's no one else after tier 3.
So it's P-Bev at that point.
It's Bev, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I feel like you have this elite, like 10 elite players, and everybody else is like,
Right.
meh, 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 meh,
Like you're
meh.
just settling at that
Well,
point.
and then
Yeah.
don't forget, everyone forgets. Okay, we have Anthony Davis, we have LeBron James. Hey, Kyle Kuzma is a
LeBron
pretty
James.
damn good player. He could be a 3. He's a good number 3 for any team. You want him as everyone's saying he needs to be a 4.
Carlos Kuzma.
And that's what I'm saying. Kyle Kuzma is a perfect 3.
Warning.
Warning.
Is a perfect 3. Number 3 player.
I love Kyle Kuzma ever since I've seen him play. His rookie year is awesome. I'm very happy to have that jersey too, mind you.
What's the next jersey you're buying, Ray? The next one.
I'm buying 2.
Uh-oh.
Adrian Davis and Lewis James, bro.
You know what's funny?
I'm a diehard Laker
You know what's
fan.
funny? I can't buy
Lakers jerseys?
a Laker jersey.
You don't like showing off your arms, we know.
No, what? I have 2 Laker
That was
jerseys.
real.
I have 2 Laker jerseys.
All right.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, close.
Jerry West.
No, number 8, Kobe Bryant.
Number 24.
Oh, he's
Kobe Bryant.
24.
No, but I got the number 8 back in the day
Oh, and you were smaller.
when I was in high school.
A size 8?
Can you still wear it?
No. Oh yeah, easy.
It's still, okay, fits.
Next
good.
next episode, can you bring it?
No.
You gotta wear a jersey boost. I've never
I don't
seen you in a Dodger anything
And
but a
the-
Dodger jersey.
And number 32, Magic Johnson.
Those are good numbers. You can also have other jerseys.
No,
You are allowed to have other jerseys.
I don't know.
It's okay.
I'm very picky on
Ray has a
jerseys.
hookup too.
I'm very
Gets
picky.
the Chinese jerseys.
Nah, bro, don't ever connect. I'm sorry, but my jersey game too strong to connect AliExpress or any of them fake bullshits like connected to my name. Put some respect on my name. Where's Birdman at?
I'm very picky.
Are you done? Is you finished?
I'm very picky on jerseys. I have to have a certain player's name. Certain.
It has to have the right letters in the
It
arrangement.
has to have the right.
What
US.
about your black Kershaw jersey? That's
Kershaw.
not real.
And knock
It's
off
Kershaw.
ass.
Oh no, Jordan. It has to have the right name on it, the back.
This fool literally AliExpress's number 4 customer.
It's a name. It's a name on the back. You know what I mean?
It's the name on the front, Bustos, not the name on the back.
Well, that's-
Haven't you heard anything?
Well, if I'm
You
getting
ever watched
Miracle.
Miracle?
if I get a jersey, I'm getting make sure I get a name on the back. I hate their jerseys.
All right, I'm gonna let you know right now. My next jerseys are as followed:
Okay.
LeBron James road jersey, Anthony Davis Sunday white.
What about Kawhi if we get him?
Oh, then it's
That's next year.
if we get Kawhi, I'm buying a third jersey at the same time, and Kawhi is going to be the alternate, whatever the
Right. So,
Showtime
like,
edition.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are Kawhi. Mondays and Wednesdays are LeBron, and the weekend it's Anthony
See,
Davis.
I want Laker.
well, not even because I have a throwback Shaq jersey, and I have a Kobe,
just-
and I have 2 Kobe jerseys.
There's
Hey.
not enough days.
LeBron James. Before I get LeBron James has to get us to the NBA Finals before I buy a jersey.
That's your
What about
requirement.
Anthony Davis? Does he have to get you there, or you buy his jersey?
What
about Kawhi?
Both of them. It has to get into the NBA.
Man, really?
So your only requirement. So why do you have a Kershaw jersey?
World Series.
Ooh.
He didn't do it. So he just has to make an appearance.
No.
He doesn't have to win
Okay,
it.
well,
Dang.
Kershaw's always been my favorite player since he was drafted.
Don't worry, you and I are the Kershaw riders for life. Even though I trash talk the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, I love
I
Kershaw
mean-
too, but
I mean,
I'm just trying to dissect
31
his requirements.
Well, for
$33 million a
Lakers.
year
For the
for $31 million a year for
and
subpar
for the
pitching.
Lakers, he was drafted. He was drafted by the Dodgers.
I know.
I like guys drafted by the team.
That's why I'm buying an Alex Turkett jersey when he goes pro with the Kings,
Ooh.
baby.
Yeah.
You
Friend
said-
of the pod.
Let's
Did
get-
you hear the next part?
Let's-
Did you guys? There's some breaking news.
What?
In the thing in the chat? I don't know if you saw
Ooh,
it. There's a
check,
4-year,
check, check.
$140 million deal being reported.
By who?
Our boy Garagan. I'm saying it wrong every single
Just
time.
read his name, bro. He's a good guy.
Garrigan.
Garrigan, bro.
Yeah.
Garrigan is
Wait, my
going to get
thing's
signed.
lagging. What's the news, Garrigan?
Garrigan's going to get signed to a 4-year, $140 million contract as the next point guard of the Lakers.
What he is?
That's the rumor.
Damn, bro. We just gotta figure out how to pronounce your name
Okay.
then, so that when you so we can pronounce it right when we see all your stats
Right.
and all your great highlights,
And
bro.
then make sure you give us $1 million each, and we'll be a happy campers.
Right?
Now
we're
starting-
your agents.
Yeah, yeah, I'm down, bro. I'll do all your negotiating.
We just need like 1%.
We
Yeah.
just gotta know
I'll
where
take
you,
$1 million.
we just gotta know where you played elementary school basketball and your
We'll fix up
what
those
part of
papers
town you're
nice.
from, so we can get you now starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers from the
Los Angeles.
from the Valley, Los Angeles, California, from elementary school high.
Why are you assuming the
Weighing
valley?
in, I don't know,
off
bro.
of that name.
I wanted to name. It's not the name. I thought of like a place where people that are good at basketball in the city are, and I thought of the Valley. That or Compton, bro. Like all the NBA players from LA are from Compton, bro, or Riverside.
Anybody else in the chat right now too? Please feel free, or in the no, and he said no free tickets.
You know, free
Gary.
tickets.
We're-
Damn.
Anyone else watching the stream right now live with us? Jump in on the chat, get in on this.
Sure.
Our boy Gregarian is in here, and he's just
Okay.
holding it down for us.
Straight changed it.
Okay.
So straight changed it to Gregarian.
Gregorian.
DJ,
Garrigan,
what's your
baby.
prediction?
My prediction is Kawhi, and I'm just gonna live and die with Kawhi.
I live and die
To
with
live in
the
Kawhi in
wine.
LA.
Hopefully not the Clippers.
Ooh, I meant the Lakers. You know I don't acknowledge the Clippers.
DJ to the Clippers confirmed. He's now best friends with Chuck the Condor.
And Steve Ballmer.
Someone's alive now.
Me,
Rest
Steve
in-
Ballmer, and Chuck
Hey, we
Condor
got-
versus
Clipper
LeBron,
Darryl.
Anthony Davis, and Kawhi. Who you
We got
got?
a new
I'm
person
taking
on
you
chat.
guys. Taking you guys for sure. Hello, Casey Alvarado. I almost said avocado. I'm also hungry.
Wow.
Avocados are great. What's up, Casey?
Avocado.
Happy Saturday, dude. Welcome to the chat.
It's
But yeah.
Warning.
Warning.
Just reading that over and over. Warning. Warning.
But no, speaking of avocados,
It should be an interesting next couple of days for the NBA.
yeah, honestly, you can't do any wrong. Like avocados, the Lakers are full of green with money, and they're gonna rock and roll.
like
man.
avocados, the best deals come from California.
That is very true. Also, I feel like we should give a pitch to Kawhi because we know he watches our podcast
He
In
always
our-
is messaging us
Yeah.
what a fan he is.
all the time
Always.
in our dreams, of course. But
And our other boy.
that's
also
our homie.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kawhi, if you come to the Lakers, bro, which I shouldn't have to beg you to join the best sports franchise in this country. I mean, the Cowboys aren't even anything anymore.
They're not America's team.
They're not.
The Lakers. are.
Also internationally, thanks to Kobe and the boys. I should have to beg you to come home, my child. But I'll literally ask my bosses to hook you up with Dave's Hot Chicken once a week,
Ooh, delicious.
every week, if you come out here. I'll ask him. I don't know. I can't promise it. I can't.
It's not a guarantee
I'm
yet.
not even
It's not a
sure.
guarantee
I'm not
yet.
even sure. But I know Dave's Hot Chicken loves basketball and loves Lakers basketball, dude. So maybe they'll ask Kawhi. You know, what I can guarantee you is though, I'll personally buy you Spitz sunflower seeds whenever you want them. So
Wow,
that's what I
a
can
good-
promise you.
And some Shasta Cola on me. I'm willing to come in on your
Dude,
deal. It's like some
Shasta?
Shark Tank stuff. I'm willing to
Damn.
come in on this deal with you.
I'm gonna give tickets to
do
the
it.
Dodger games whenever you want.
Shasta Cola, Spit Sunflower Seeds, and Bustos is willing to give you tickets for what?
Dodger games whenever you want.
Dodger game when you
Left Field Pavilion, Row 3,
Dang.
Section 303. Bustos is guaranteed.
Dang, 303.
Did I get your seats right?
Yeah, close enough.
Speaking
He's
of
like, all right, don't get any closer.
Oh, I don't care. I don't have an aisle seat, so no one can bug me. If I go to the game.
Bustos is like,
Sometime my sister, she
I
show her
wish it
vagina
started
to
just at the you.
my
I'll never
brother
get this.
Bilo and say,
So
you will never
stupid.
get this. You will
The
never get
tickets?
this. La 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 la. Here behind this cage, crazy.
Crazy,
Everybody
crazy.
laughs. She go, you never get this.
La 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 la
But
la.
one time, he break a cage and he get this.
high five. All right,
Anyway,
basketball.
guys.
We got that.
I mean-
Basketball's covered. We're good.
Yeah, there's
2020
so many
champions, Lakers.
Next
news.
week's episode, hopefully, we're talking about the signings that the Lakers did do.
Yep. So next week, of course, tune in Saturdays
Yes.
around 9 p.m. here PST.
Ish.
If not earlier, but 9 o'clock is usually solid.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have some. We'll be happy. Hopefully we'll be celebrating a great signing.
And hopefully we have more of our friends here.
Hopefully we'll have a little more
Yeah,
people.
we have a couple guys out. Our good buddy Tommy's out on his bachelor party right now. So
In
we
San
wish him a
Diego?
very happy and safe bachelor party. Hope he returns.
in one piece.
Yeah, exactly.
And all right, so basketball is huge, but the Kings
What a draft.
killed
Wow.
it in the draft. Between the Kings and Colorado, those are my two teams I'm going.
I
with.
think that they both own the draft.
Yeah,
They
they,
own the
both,
draft.
they both won the draft.
Yeah.
I've read multiple reports from the different hockey writers. There are only two teams that got A's:
We're the Kings and Avalanche.
Kings and Avalanche.
Yeah.
I mean, what a draft! I don't think the Kings have ever had a better draft. I mean, throughout.
You know,
maybe
like-
08.
And obviously, we won't know the true, obviously, outcomes
But
right now.
until
But on
another 8
paper, right
years.
now, exactly on paper, right now, the Kings did amazing.
It
They
was
got some steals.
fantastic.
Yeah, some
So-
good players dropped to where they were at. We lucked out.
Let's start with our number first pick.
Our
So,
first pick, which was the 5th overall,
we got the buddy Alex Turkett,
good friend of the podcast.
good friend of the podcast, from the U.S. National Developed Team Program, USA born and bred, and what a guy! The guy gets drafted by the Kings and just loved it.
He's a beaut.
This guy is literally like a consummate professional. Just really class act all around.
And have you seen his eyes?
I've seen his eyes actually in person
He's
Wow,
gonna be.
I haven't
because
even.
me
I
and
haven't
Alex
seen it.
Circuit got to have a nice little conversation on Thursday
He's gonna be a
when I
fan.
went to development camp.
He's gonna be the heartthrob of the Kings in the future.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure. I
there's,
think he
there's,
already is
he
gonna-
already is.
Kempe's shook right now.
Kempe is yeah. Dude, Kempe and Iafallo are getting a run for their money for the
They're
young
like,
studs.
Whoa, what?
Daddy Kopitar remains champion, and Drew Daddy is also okay. So,
But yeah, Iafallo is definitely another fan favorite of the ladies.
oh, absolutely, Iafallo.
But yeah, Turket's coming for that title for sure.
Oh yes, and you need to understand that these girls out here are vicious. Like the girl that wanted Martinez, so she put her number out there on all the social media platforms. Alex, call me.
Real quick, sidetrack into some Dodger talk. Real quick, can we just talk about the girls chasing Bellinger on the field?
Oh my!
When did this become a trend, and let alone happen 3 straight
bro.
days?
Oh, two
Three-
straight days. 2 straight days, and then the third,
third
day
day
was
was
a little boy who
Okay.
were after the end of the game wanted to be part of the celebration of the win a 3.
Oh, okay. I just saw the third day that somebody was on the field, but
Yeah,
I thought it was another belly
No,
incident.
no, it was a little boy. Bellinger was not in the game that day.
Such crap.
Like first of all, Bellinger, like, dude can't even stand in the outfield without getting mobbed.
Guy's batting
And-
355 and,
and
can't
the-
get no love.
And the crazy part is,
He's getting too much love.
and the crazy part of this is, the kids were young.
Yeah, I know.
The first girl
one
was 14 years old,
Yeah.
and the second one was 18.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
So I
Now
saw
she's
that
going to a big
she-
girl jail.
Yeah, she went to jail, by the way.
Warning.
Where is this girl going?
But okay, the first one was kind of funny. I mean, you gotta laugh.
The first one
Because she was
was
so much younger.
so much
Yeah.
young, running on the field.
the second one is just creepy.
Yeah, second one is just okay, guys.
It's
But the second one had the Instagram video, which I appreciate because
Yeah.
you get the
you
first
saw that
person
jump off the
account.
wall.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
The
like, dang,
first
Homegirl
person.
almost ate it, dude.
She did. It looked like.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to see the other side
yeah,
of that video.
of course, they're never going to show us because it glorifies it. But let's imagine.
Just let us-
So there's two things I want to talk about. One is where in your right mind do you think this player cares enough to actually
Like, he seemed bothered.
He was very
He
bothered.
was bothered.
He literally he looked at her like this. Nah, I'm not giving you a
Again?
hug.
You remember his
And then
comment,
and
"My
I
hugs
just-
are not-
I wanna-
my hugs are not the best.
I don't understand the
Not that
mindset.
great.
I don't understand the mindset. Like, what makes it okay to like run up to these dudes and
They're
be like,
doing it for the gram.
"Daddy, hug"? Like, these girls are obviously in love with these players.
Right.
Like, if there was like the women's league of baseball, and
And a dude
I
did it?
ran up to her. Oh my god, I love you.
You'd
Can I
still
get a
be in
hug?
jail.
I'd be in jail for
Yeah,
years.
if
bro.
you-
Still be in jail right
It'd
now.
be creepy. It's creepy regardless.
If
Yeah,
one
it's
of us
creepy.
ran up to one of the U.S. women's soccer players,
Especially
right
you,
now,
Bustos.
Yeah, Bustos is a big fan of Megan Rapinoe. He wants to hug her every.
more Alex.
He
Morgan.
went running after, but he couldn't catch her.
More Alex Morgan.
Dang, is that your sports crush of the
No,
year?
that's just my favorite of the women's team.
Bustos, who's your
Boost-
sports crush of the year? Mine's Cody Bellinger.
mine's definitely Alex.
You're the next
Turpin.
one to run.
Oh, damn, he took my other.
You're the next one to run on the field to hug Cody Bellinger.
Right? I was gonna Photoshop one of our faces the other day when I was
that'd
on
be
the
so
one of the
good.
girl like
You
there's
see-
one of the
Yeah.
girl grabbing him and she's like, oh,
Put
like
Bustos on it for sure.
Right,
Bustos.
Bustos.
Bustos and Bellinger confirmed.
Hey, you should have seen the.
No, it's Bustos
memes.
and Andrew Friedman.
You should have seen the memes of that.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, there were some great memes.
Bustos, if Andrew Friedman was starting in right field and you were sitting in right field and you knew you weren't gonna
Nope.
get tackled by security, how long would it take you to get to tackle
not-
him?
Hi, can you please sign my stat book? Thank you. Please sign my stat book.
It's not my calculator.
Hello, please sign my stat book. I actually cost estimator for the next 4 years for the Dodger organization. And I actually figured out you guys will make another $6.2 billion in profit. Can you please order my season tickets by $10 a seat? Thank you.
Take it. How much do you
That'd be
love
so good.
Oh,
Also, Josh, I need to talk to you later about tickets for an upcoming game. I need to make you some money.
okay.
But
right now, I'll just go for it.
right.
We'll talk about it off the
But
air.
a little creepy, guys. Ladies, we all love Bellinger. He's hot. Give him some space. He needs to win that MVP over Christian Yelich.
No, he does not win the MVP. He needs to win the MVP of the World Series.
Okay.
Why not both?
Or
Also, hey,
Don't
just
box
give,
them in. Let them
Just
win
give me
both.
one.
or both or multiple World Series MVPs. Because let's face it, guys, we've waited 31 years for this championship. I want to get 2 and 2. And I feel like these Dodgers ain't going nowhere, baby.
They're not.
Yeah, we're young.
We're the king of the West. We're easily
We're-
making the playoffs.
Let's shout out to Wiz Khalifa. The Dodgers are young, wild, and free. This is happening.
Okay, Casey has asked, what are your guys' thoughts of Peterson playing first base?
I think that'd be the most. I think personally, it'd be a great idea to get Peterson's bat in the lineup more. But where do you put Muncy? Do you
Well,
put him at
here-
third and then
here-
rotate someone to second? Like,
Here's
what do you
what's
think?
happening.
Thanks, Casey Avocado.
Yeah,
here's-
Alvarado.
Here's what's happening. They don't want Bellinger at first that often during the regular season.
Right, because of his shoulder.
They're
Yeah.
scared of getting hurt. But I think they'll play him there during the playoffs.
And then
So-
put Peterson in the outfield.
Yeah, so I think they're just, with this big, now 11 games after the last 2-loss lead, they're willing to try Peterson, get him used to playing a decent first base, get him used to it, ride through the wrecks of the regular season with him playing first base occasionally, during the season when you have AJ Pollock back. But during postseason,
if he comes back.
yeah, if he comes up. Then they'll have near end of September, they'll start getting Bellinger more reps. I heard
So Bellinger's at first. Who's in the outfield? Peterson, Verdugo.
Verdugo, Pollock,
Oh, Pollock.
and then you have Muncy at second. So
And
I don't think
not bad.
I
Seager
think
at short,
Seager
Turner at third.
Yeah,
Who's,
And-
who's catching?
I think Will Smith will take that job by the postseason.
Wow.
I think by September he'll
Big
get
Willie
most of the
style.
rep.
Will Smith is on here. Dang.
So I think that they're just using this.
GM Bustos is in full effect
They're
right now. By the
using
way.
this
Bustos
time
Friedman.
just to kill time until the postseason. They don't want to get Bellinger hurt at
So
first.
they're like, let's just get Jock hurt.
Yeah, just get jock time.
Let's get Jock
But-
hurt. Oh, jeez.
That's what I think.
Sure.
I mean, that's a good
I like
theory.
it. I think I stand where I stand. I think that Peterson starting would be good for him. I don't know how it fulfills the lineup properly, but Bustos has a good hunch.
I mean,
That's where I kind of more or less agree with Bustos.
Look at the game against the Giants when they almost blew that game. That inning, Roberts didn't like Peterson
Yeah.
starting at first. He instantly switched Peterson and Bellinger.
Yeah, like they're like, all right, enough messing around. We gotta win this game.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I mean, I think like obviously what's the lead right now? 12 games.
11.
Now it's 11.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, only 11 games,
Yeah,
guys.
11 game before All-Star break.
Yeah, like
Oh,
this is the
goodness.
reason why you're seeing that. If we were in the mid, if it was like a 1-game lead, I don't think we're seeing Peterson at first.
No.
I feel like we have enough games in hand now to the Rockies that you're risking all this stuff.
Was it
Oh
another
my
fan
God.
comment? That's weird.
These fans are crazy.
These fans are
Raymond Matoya wrote, "Why is Bustos dressed like dollar store Tiger Woods?" Shout out Raymond Matoya.
Yeah,
That
man.
was solid.
Hey,
Shout out to
hey,
that guy.
I'm not
That was
dressed
solid.
in Nike, so I'm dressed.
You have Nike glasses on. Bustos to Tiger Woods confirmed.
Well, I'm not. I just came from work. I do not work at a golf course. I look a little bit like a
He
golfer.
actually owns the Mar-a-Lago golf course. He's actually
Wow.
Donald Trump's caddy, but he doesn't want to let you guys know. That's all a joke. We're not in Florida, thank God.
There is a Trump golf course in LA though.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'll hit that. I'll hit the other golf courses around the entire world
Okay.
before I go there.
So
But why though? Why are you dressed like
Yeah, so
dollar store
what's the Tiger
Tiger
I
Woods?
just came from work. I gotta look like I work at a golf course.
God, you're just so handsome. Anyways,
If you were playing right field right now, Ray would have ran on the field.
I would have definitely.
Would've ran.
Also, though, I would have not ran if they put nets up to the foul poles.
Oh, so
Just
And-
net the whole stadium.
so I've heard that they're
Looking
moving
like
the
a
nets,
bird cage.
They're moving the nets back.
Back.
I mean back towards the.
They're
after-
extending them, yeah.
Extending it.
Yeah.
And I think that's a terrible, absolutely terrible idea.
Why?
Why?
Okay, so here's the thing. We're
Safety
thinking-
first, Raymond.
No,
I know.
that's
But
terrible.
there's still ways for the
You'll
fans.
still get pop flies,
Hold
just
on.
not line drives.
There's still ways for the fans to interact with
No.
the players.
I'm sorry. No, let's talk about this.
Okay.
This netting needs to be retractable. Only at game time.
Like a shower curtain.
More or less. Exactly. Drag it on a line to the foul pole
Uh-huh.
as soon as the game starts. Because I have a very big problem with as an autograph collector, as a guy that talks to players and befriends players and has friends on teams in Major League Baseball. I have a problem with having to go all the way around to the foul pole to try to talk to the players and coaching staffs I know.
I mean, it's not a
Because-
wall, though. You can still talk
There's
to
still
I,
a
a
whole-
fence.
I understand that type of thing, but if you want to get certain things like how is a signed baseball bat going to get through a net?
How are you gonna get a
is it-
baseball bat in the
how is
stadium
it signed?
first?
Because they'll give it to me from their
Hands it to me.
dugout, which has happened for me. But my other point is how big are these holes in the net? Is it
Right.
going to be able to fit a baseball that's signed? Because a big part of baseball is the close proximity to the field. Why do we sit in left field? Because every ball that lands next to us is an important ball.
That's why I'm not concerned because I sit in left field and my game is not going to change in
Yeah.
any way whatsoever.
But,
But
man,
all the field level fans, I
That's
mean,
going to be bad. Why would you even sit field level anymore?
Well,
Why would you
I mean,
even
you can
sit?
still get the
But, hey,
pop-up.
Ray, the only thing
That makes no sense.
Also, Ray, the only thing about Dodger Stadium that doesn't bug us, you have to sit in the freaking the baseline club just to meet most of these players now.
Yeah.
That is true. I mean, and it's terrible. But
It sounds
I
like
mean, you go to
rich people
Oakland.
problems.
You go to
Yeah.
Oakland, bro. Where I go, I've been to Oakland every time the Dodgers have been up there now the last couple of years. I'll watch the Dodgers in AT&T Park now, Oracle Park. I'll watch them in Petco. I'll get autographs like hell over there. And now, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go around the foul? It's just one of those things. It's like for 10 incidents a year where people get hurt. I'm just forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm all about people being safe. But at the same time, these people are getting hit because they bought seats that are in play. Basically, you get what I'm saying? If you always are paying attention, this doesn't happen. And I know it's people make that's ridiculous to ask people to pay attention 100% of the time. That's not ridiculous.
But there's still
if a pitch happens every 30 seconds, you know what I'm talking about. If you're in the outfield, right, and you're watching, if you're at BP, a pitch happens every 5 seconds.
Right.
And if you can sit through a BP session without getting hit with a baseball, you can be fine during a regular game, because if you can literally tell in the pitchers, you can be looking at the game, be looking at one player talking to your friend. Let's say the baseball's over here, but I see the left fielder start getting ready in the corner of my eye. That pitch is about to be thrown.
Unfortunately, in LA especially, and in these baseline clubs,
Yeah.
everyone's on their cell phones.
They're not there
Everyone's
for the
posting
game.
on social
No,
media
it's
and all
better,
this
but
other
it's still
stuff.
better for safety. Because guess
And
what?
actually, Casey in the chat is making a good point.
Yeah.
She said a signed baseball bat over someone getting hurt.
Yeah.
And then she replied, I think, to Ray saying you can't talk through a net.
That's not what I'm saying. You don't understand. Like,
No.
here's the thing. If you
I know
go-
what you're saying. That you want to get crap from the players, so you
Yeah.
can't get crap from the players.
It's a swag.
Yeah, it's a swag.
It's a swag thing, and it ruins an experience that a lot of people go to the games for.
Right.
And
I like your idea
don't
about
get
a
me wrong, Casey.
retractable shower curtain.
That's my
Yeah, I
thing.
do. That would
be- that'd be cool.
I want people to be safe, especially now you got little kids getting hurt. That's ridiculous, and you can't expect anybody, especially anybody in the world, but people under the age of 13, to pay attention to a baseball game. My counter argument to that argument is maybe not sit on the field level with children.
How
but
do they do? How they do it in Japan? Because Japan is completely
They have,
netted.
they have
They have complete net.
But you can't in Japan. You cannot keep any baseballs hit into the stadium.
Not even home runs?
Nope.
Nope.
You gotta give it back.
Get back.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Why?
crazy, dude. It's
Yeah.
weird. So I mean, the experience
As
is
much as I
completely
hate,
different there.
you should watch it.
Wait,
I
wait,
hate.
wait,
I
wait,
hate.
wait,
I
wait,
hate.
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait,
dude.
wait.
I hate.
How do you not keep a baseball?
So I hate.
It's
I'm not
Japan,
a big fan.
dog. I don't
I'm not
know.
a big fan of Zach
Campbell,
Campbell.
yeah.
But he went. I was bored watching one of his videos, and he shows a video of the security guys after even during BP, a ball is.
Even in BP?
Yeah, even in BP, the ball gets taken away from them. They can take pictures with it, like they got it, whatever. But the security guards would come.
That is so lame.
That's
I've,
whack.
I've wanted to go to a Japanese baseball game just for the environment.
Yeah.
Just like I want to go to a Premier League soccer game.
Oh, yeah,
Just for
we
the
gotta go.
like
environment.
that, like that World Baseball.
But knowing that they take baseballs away from you when they're hitting the crowd,
That's unreal. That
ridiculous.
takes
Hey,
away from the experience.
Remember how fun me and you, Mari, who else was there? Your dad, with that World Baseball Classic with Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Against the US.
Yeah.
It was cold, raining, but it was so much
It was
fun.
fun.
Dude,
Those fans are in it.
I was
Yeah.
so sad I wasn't in town for that because I was waiting for that forever.
Yeah, the
Oh.
baseball classics.
This is fun.
Because there's like
Everybody's-
so many
everybody's so
different,
happy,
yeah,
yeah.
and there's
It was-
different countries, and you learn
All
their
the people's
chants,
chants and the songs.
The
It's so
Koreans
cool.
with the noise
Thundersticks.
makers, the
Yeah,
thundersticks,
thundersticks,
and
yeah.
they have like special chants.
It was
we,
just
were,
beautiful.
we were in it, dude. I was in the middle of the.
Yeah.
You were in the Korea section.
I was in the Korean section, like
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
We were
And the
actually,
flag.
the U.S. game.
I love Ryu, bro.
The U.S. game we were in.
Ryu.
The U.S. game we were in it. It was cold, raining that night.
Right.
But we got there early
Found
enough.
solace.
Found some good seats for us. I think not Scoop. Ron was with us too.
Was that were we on the benches?
We were
and
on the
all?
bench, the bar
Okay.
stools, using
Yeah.
the
Oh, the
bar
bar
stools
stools.
to make noise too.
That's so funny.
And you know what's the funny part about that too? It was so.
That was the only championship we saw at Dodger Stadium that year.
Yeah, we saw 2 championships that
I mean,
year.
the only one that made
we
us
did.
happy.
One
Yeah,
was
yeah,
happy.
we saw two. It just one didn't go to the Dodgers.
Only one hurt.
But
a lot
but my
more.
But I'm
two.
saying-
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying, it was hard. It was great to root for the USA. Speaking of 4th of July, which is this coming week, but
Happy 4th.
I was rooting for 2 Giants during that game. That was
I
tough.
know, but it was good. It was a good one though. It's 2 good Giants. You can root for Buster Posey.
No, but that felt
Yeah,
so weird.
You can root for Brandon
Yeah,
Crawford.
actually-
they're
actually,
they're the least hateable Giants.
me and my dad were having this conversation during the last Giant series. Like we're like, oh, we hate Bumgarner so much, and Bumgarner.
Posey.
And then Posey came up. We're like I don't
had-
like him because he's a Giant.
Yeah, but you respect the
as a
athlete.
person
Yeah,
and as a
same.
player, just like
When he wears a Giants jersey, I'm like,
Right.
why do you
I
have
love-
to be a Giant? You're such a good player.
I love-
Same with Crawford.
I love
just
watching
certain
Crawford
players-
play short.
Yeah, that's my point. Crawford's like, if Crawford was playing baseball in the 1940s, he'd be like everybody's favorite player because he just sits there and does his work and works hard. Man.
And then there's other players like
He's like Art Turner.
Bumgarner or like
What?
even Angel Pagan.
Oh
I
my
used to
God.
hate. I don't
Bro,
know.
all
that
the
guy.
trash we used to talk to Angel
I
Pagan,
know.
and he would just sit there and like curse at us back and stuff and flip us
Slicking his
off.
hair back.
What are we
in there.
gonna do next year which Giant we're gonna hate next year when Baumgartner leaves during the trade deadline?
I'm sure there'll be one that'll
Yeah,
beat
we'll
us
figure
every
someone.
time. I also
It's
like how
just too
Hunter
easy.
Pence is killing it in the American League.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah,
I haven't been
yeah,
keeping
He
up on
was
it.
voted the All-Star
DH, right?
DH
Wow.
for Texas.
Hunter Pence,
I haven't been
dude.
keeping
Now
up with
he's
him.
a friend of the podcast.
You're
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
You're back on the
Yeah, right?
roster. It just bothers me about Hunter Pence is that he throws the ball like Napoleon
He's
Dynamite.
just a weird guy, but he's a great.
But he's an
player.
all-star.
Yeah, and he's
DH,
he's
but
a solid player for his career. I remember when he was with the Phillies and he killed us all the time.
Yeah.
Killed us. But yeah, I mean, with the Nets, I mean, my thing is there's a lot of things that I feel like it detracts away. Again, this is going to be a big argument. I feel if MLB keeps permanent netting to the foul poles, I feel like it takes away from the fan experience. Obviously, yes, in the name of safety, things happen, but at the same time, it's like when there's one accident in a street corner, and then they put a stop sign and a red light, all this stuff that just now creates more traffic
It's just
and more things. Like
it's
that's how I
multiple.
look at it. Like it's like, okay, yes, no little kids will be hit with balls. Thank God, no one's gonna get hurt, right? That's awesome. But now people, what's the incentive of sitting close? If you know what I'm saying, like part of it why people buy seats for those kids is that kids can talk to the players, get autographs. Now, depending on how the netting is, they might not even get to put a baseball through the netting to get signed. So that's just where I'm at, and I feel like the retractable, you could do it two ways. You can have the net pulled up by strings from like the lows level, maybe connect something, or you can connect to the foul pole and have like a little thing that cuts off to the dugouts and then goes out. I think that'd be the most logical thing. I'd be fully on board with nets if it was retractable.
No, I need the nets across. Shame on me. Shame on me. If it happens once. Shame on you if it happens more than once.
Shame
What's
3 times if it happens on Bush. What's the George Bush quote?
Yeah, I was gonna say the J. Cole song.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 2 times.
You can't get fooled again.
No, look how many times this year that's.
You know who J. Cole is, Bustos?
Yeah.
He's a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
But he's from the current time. He's not from the 80s.
How
He's not from,
many times has person you've heard in the news someone got hit by a foul ball going 100 miles an hour?
It's happening way too often now.
Yeah, it's happened. Honestly, even the last homestand at Dodger Stadium, there was a bunch of kids that got hit
Twice or
during
3
BP.
times.
No, like in BP.
Oh, BP.
In the pavilion.
Oh.
Because obviously, you're all buddies with the security guards, and they were like, "Oh, did you guys see what happened yesterday?" And like a little kid, like a couple different times during the homestand, a little kid got hit in the face because they weren't paying attention, and like
I'm done talking about it. You used to see it like once at homestand.
yeah, it's
or
happening more
you
and
used to see
more.
once homestand maybe. There was one video that Dodger Films posted up with this guy getting hit in the side of the head. You remember that
Yeah.
video, like from 2009?
There's a couple, he's had a couple of them that have
Yeah.
gotten really big, and I think I know which one you're talking about specifically, where he's like looking.
Yeah,
he's not looking.
and he gets hit.
and he gets hit. Yeah, and he's just like
all
out of
slowing
it.
it out.
Yeah.
It's sad. I mean, a lot of people say pay attention. I will, even though I'm on the side of what's it called, hybrid netting, I would call it.
Yeah, but I agree with exactly what you're saying.
I feel like it takes way too much from the fan experience with all the things that are already taking away from the fan
Right.
experience. At the same time, I'm sick of people getting hurt. The old lady died, bro. An old lady straight died from complications
And there was a net
in place.
in play. She was on the loads
It
level.
was a foul
And
ball
it
that
was
just hooked up.
Yeah,
just right.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've caught a foul ball in that same area before.
Yeah, what did they call it? Something alley? It's like foul ball alley or something like that. Yeah, it's the loads level right behind home plate at Dodger
Yeah.
Stadium. And there's nets there, and she obviously went over the net, and she still got hit, and she died.
Yeah, she was an older lady.
Okay.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
It's
horrible.
Let's talk. We've talked, like Ray said, we've talked enough negative things about.
About the Brooklyn Nets.
About
we
the
hate them.
Nets.
Brooklyn Nets, you cannot take deloading from us.
Let's go back to talking about positive things.
Okay.
Let's
Positive
talk about the
things.
Kings again.
LA Kings,
The
like
draft.
we tried to do.
We talked about our first pick.
Boy, so Alex Turkett,
What-
LA Kings talk
Our,
here.
our second
We're
pick.
all over the place today, guys.
know.
This live
I know,
episode.
this is great.
This live.
Thank you for being patient with us. Casey, Gregorin. You
Now
guys
we
are
lost
awesome.
him after the Lakers. He was like,
We
peace
lost
out.
him. He's like, bro, you guys didn't sign me to my max contract
Right.
later. Thank you guys, and all the people that are going to be watching after live. We appreciate you.
He
and
wrote, all right,
we're
I'm
gonna-
out since it's baseball.
Yeah, right. we're gonna give you guys some more love, throughout the episodes. We appreciate the support, and we hope to see you guys at games and things like that.
Yeah.
This is all for the city of LA and all the people we love to be at games with. So thank you guys for supporting us on this journey.
Yeah, and this is something new
Um,
that we're trying to. Obviously, it's the first episode, but we're trying it out. Maybe this works. We can schedule every Saturday and have, like our
Yeah, and even more
guests
frequently.
and more people.
we
yeah,
want to be here for you guys. We want to be your LA view on the current sports world. We want that for you guys. So
and delicious hot chicken.
delicious hot chicken and Bustos dressed like Tiger Woods. Nothing better. But yeah, Alex Turkett. I had the privilege of driving down from the Bay Area on Thursday, getting here, and then driving down to El Segundo, getting there
Straight
at
through.
5:30. Thank you, Lord, for getting me there on time.
How did you get there on time with the traffic in LA?
I know these streets. I know these streets. I know the traffic.
Yeah, because you messaged us like around noon, and you were like on the road and stuff. And
Yeah.
you're like 6.5 hour drive back. I was like, man, Ray's gonna be on the road for a while. And then like, a couple hours later, the next picture is you're like right
At
there
the practice.
at Toyota Sports Center,
Yeah.
taking a picture of the ice. I was like, bro, how'd you get over? Like,
All right,
you
so,
flew.
So I'm gonna let you know, I'm faster than Waze.
Wow.
Waze was like, yeah, I live over in Northeast LA, and
He flew into
It-
LAX and
so I took a screenshot of someone on the road.
He Googled open road.
Open road pictures with wife in the same style car.
Right.
He has
No, but-
he actually is not telling us he has a private jet landed outside of LAX. LAX is
Took a shot of
Alright,
rain.
shut up, LAX to
Kobe flew me out. I'm sorry.
NBD.
Yeah, right.
NBD.
Yeah, not a big deal. Shout out Spit and Chiclet.
Wow.
Cool guys over there. But no, the funny thing is, I booked it down here, and then I got home for like 2 minutes. I was like, all right, cool. Dropped off my suitcase, everything. Like said hi to my pets, gave him a hug and kiss, and then
Shout out to Steve.
yes, little Steve, my Stevie, the best blind cat in the world, and straight ran home. Straight ran to the car, grabbed my quick jersey, grabbed my at Zale Apparel by Akil Thomas, the Zale Apparel beanie, my favorite hockey beanie, and ran straight to the car and drove all the way from El Segundo. And it was like, it'll take you 58 minutes, and I got there in like 47 because I know even better shortcuts and ways. So I was like, score. But I also worked in downtown for many years, so I know a lot of the best ways to get down there. But yeah, I got there, got a good seat right behind the goalie. It was a really great experience, man. I came away.
And we were getting like
Very
live
happy.
updates of Ray's analysis of all the players and breakdowns and stuff. It was like we didn't go, but it
Yeah.
felt like we were there.
I wanted to keep you guys in the loop because you guys couldn't meet me there.
Even video chat us all in.
I did.
I missed that. I was at dinner when this was all going on, and then afterwards, I had a missed call from Ray, and then I saw I had a missed call from the group chat, and I was like, wait, they're doing a group chat video call? I was like, what's going on right now?
Yeah, no, I messed up and tried to do record a play, and it hit the wrong record button, and it just started live video calling everybody. It was like, Ray's calling.
At least we now know that works, so we might really
Yeah.
use that one day.
And did everybody answer?
4 of us did,
Everybody did
Who?
except you.
except for you.
I know, I was in dinner.
Tommy didn't answer.
He didn't?
No,
So just you,
me, Christian, Bung.
Christian answered?
Yeah, at the A's game versus the Angels.
Oh yeah, big LA fan.
Big, yeah.
Nah, we
that?
like to troll Christian because he's a 49ers fan for some weird reason.
And an Oakland A's fan.
And an Oakland A's fan. Even though the A's are cool, there's no rivalry against
No.
Oakland A's
His-
because Oakland
his
A's
A team is
are
the
cool.
Dodgers, by the way. We're just
No, he's a Dodger fan.
Yeah.
But he has family in Oakland and supports, the A's. I also support the A's. I lived in the Bay Area for 3 years, and I had to watch a baseball team, and they're a fun team to watch. They're a really fun team with a fun fan base. There's no rivalry. We whooped them in the '88 World Series, which was revenge for the '74 World Series. All's gravy, baby. And Oakland's like LA's cousin. You
And
know
we
what I'm saying?
actually had a conversation the other day about the game, me and Bustos. Bustos, I think personally loves just trolling Christian because Bustos is like, if they're making fun of
His
Christian,
nemesis.
they're not making fun of me.
And so I'm gonna jump
So
on.
he's like, I'm gonna get him first. He's like, when
fair.
Bustos around, everybody's doing Bustos voice. Everybody's
Come on,
doing the
guys.
impression. He's like, only way to stop that, Christian, why do you like all the Bay Area teams? Christian, why are you a 49ers fan? Christian, why are you
Bustos.
going for the A's?
Hashtag bully boosters.
You're like Savage Bustos. It's like you gave him half a Bud Light and he just went into Savage mode.
oh yeah.
Damn, but
I
that
didn't get
lime.
Savage mode, but it rarely happens.
You go into sicko mode.
When you roast people, you go into it.
Oh yeah, the roast.
Bustos has a roast mode also.
And he just starts. You just want to cry afterwards.
just- yeah,
This
he's-
guy's
It's
roasting
actually
me.
pretty
ruthless.
bad at times.
He's ruthless.
This guy roasting me. All right, bro. I'm gonna sit on field level at Dodger Stadium and I'll get hit.
He's literally
Actually, the roast did happen on the field level.
he's literally the
Yeah.
Tiger Woods of roasting.
Dang.
He's like, you
He's
mean
like,
it?
you guys noticed?
Yeah.
Anyways, Alex Turkett.
How did he look? How did he look in camp?
He was unreal. Unreal.
Can you describe his eyes one more time?
Beautiful, blue, American, no,
American.
Red, white, and blue.
red, white, and blue. No, it's funny because he was, he got to play on the line with Blake Lizzotti and who else was it? Oh, I forget who. It was.
Dursey.
He played with Dursey a little bit too. Dursey was in the back end, but the skating was there, the hockey sense was there, just immaculate skill. I mean, it's the thing is you're gonna have to see him play with the men as they call it in the bigger leagues. He's gonna go to Wisconsin for at least a year, probably 2. But I mean, just to see how he has that natural hockey sense and skating ability, as well as just what to do at the right time. It's pretty unreal. He set Blake Lizotte up with so many passes, made him look really good out there, and Lizotte was good. I mean, he was killing it.
I know all the scouting reports and whatnot have calling him the next Jonathan Taves. Did you see anything? Like, obviously, it's just one prospect scrimmage. It's hard to make a full assessment of it, but
it's a
like
development camp
exactly,
scrimmage.
But like from what you saw, does he even play that style of a game? Is he just?
Oh yeah, it's definitely their two-way forward, big two-way forward. A lot of hockey sense there, but I wouldn't compare him to Taze. I feel like Taze is a little bit more structured, less skill.
I've been hearing like Bergeron.
Yeah, that's
Bergeron?
my thing. I feel like
Defensively?
Taze is more of a player that you look at Taze and Bergeron and Kopitar. They're all like cut from the same mold, but they're a little
all
bit different.
silky.
They're all a little bit different though. Bergeron is probably the most skilled out of that bunch in the scoring fashion. Kopitar is probably the best passer out of all those guys and setup guy.
Kopi's the in between of those two guys.
Yeah, those two. And then Taze is a more physical,
grind you down,
straight offensive mindset. Not always a goal scorer or a passer, but will always set up the play.
And he's always in the right area at the right time.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So he makes up
That
with those
hockey
things.
sense.
Yeah, and I think Turket's going to follow that mold. I feel like he's going to be more of like a Bergeron though, higher skill set in the hands, on the in front of the net, things like that. But will also like all of them do. They make sick passes, great plays, and he won a lot of face-offs versus the center. So
That's big, I think.
oh, it's huge. I'm really excited to see where he goes. Alex Turkett, great player. Bjorn Foot, our second pick in the draft, our other first-round pick at 22. Thanks, Toronto.
I mean, back before we get there, how good that trade's looking more and more.
The Muzzin trade?
Yeah.
It's
Grunstrom alone had me hyped.
and now Jersey
Yeah.
is hitting the high ceiling of being a prospect. It's
And then this
amazing.
latest pick, was it, how do you pronounce his name?
Tobias Bjornfoot.
Bjornfoot,
Yeah.
Bjornfoot.
Another Swede.
which means barefoot in
It means
Swedish.
barefoot, which is already sick. It's like already hard.
Kempe,
You know?
Right.
Kempe has a new Swede bud.
Another buddy.
How sweet it is.
Oh yes. And I'm getting an off-screen cough
Whoa.
drop from our podcast mom, Kristen. You're the best, thank you.
Hashtag Podmom.
Hashtag Podmom. Yup. What flavor
Best
is this?
producer ever.
Is this CBD infused?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if
keep
it
going.
is, you wouldn't
Keep
notice.
going.
If it isn't, you wouldn't notice.
Okay, so
Thank you. Sorry. Anyways, so Bjornfoot looked really good. With him, it's one of those things, like, he's one of those players you have to, not notice him more than notice him. He's doing his job. I mean, he's everything they described him as. A two-way defenseman, stay at home, more or less, out of the stronger two-way part. He doesn't play super offensively, but he's in the right place at the right time, and that's all that matters. He's making the right play, getting to the open areas, taking a shot when necessary, and just knowing where to be. That's the thing I think with these new guys that is very impressive is their hockey sense is there. And that's what made Wayne Gretzky a good player. A lot of the great players, it's not being in that play right there, making the right play all the time, but it's getting ready and taking advantage and setting up that next play. Controlling the game and getting to that next step is where these guys are going to be, taking it to the next level. So I see a lot of promise in Bjornfoot. He, his ceiling is being a top four defenseman, where we need on the left side. So
sounds like a perfect fit for Drew Doughty.
it'd be perfect with Drew. I think he's like a better skating Derek Forbert,
Yeah, better skating, maybe
and
better
maybe
puck-
less turnovers.
Maybe a better skating, better puck moving.
Yeah, all around.
Yeah.
So I was very excited to see what he brought to the table.
How,
What were you saying?
go ahead.
No, and then just defenseman wise, it stood out for me.
Let's wait to talk about. Let's talk about our third pick.
Third pick. So that's going to be Mr. Kaliev, and I didn't see a lot from Arthur.
But look at his stats though are pretty out there.
His junior stats are
50
unreal.
goals.
50 goals. I think it's like Stamkos and somebody, DeBrincat were the
Yeah.
only other guys, which is pretty sick. Sick players in the league,
Yeah.
Elite scorers. I think for me was this
Diet Coke
episode
time,
brought to
fool.
you by Diet Coke.
It's Diet Coke time, fool.
Okay.
Who was I talking about again? I'm kidding. No, so Kaliev, I think he's going to be there, but I think Hey, shout out to LA Kings insider John Rosen for getting these scouting reports pretty dead on.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see it in person and confirm it and see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And kind of get your own opinion.
John Rosen's great. I mean, that's where
He's
I
the
read.
best.
Is that your other?
No.
That's where I read
John,
it.
Nerd
And the
God?
mayor. The
John
mayor.
Rosen is my Andrew Friedman. I look up to him a
I
lot
like-
and hope to
my-
be in his position one day.
My
And
father-
actually, we had a conversation earlier. Ray's assessment the day of the game was pretty identical with John Rosen because we
And
were
and,
the game.
and the
Yeah.
mayor. I like the mayor.
The
Yeah.
Mayor's Manor?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
No, it was funny. I was giving these guys live
update.
live updates on the
I-
on the players and then what's his then John Rosen was after the fact typing things in and I was like, wow, okay, so I kind of
You're like, I
Me
said
and John-
exactly that.
I'm his son.
I just love that how back to the draft, the day of the draft. You were so mad with how the second pick went.
Oh, with Bjornfoot?
Yeah, because we have a like we're.
Oh, we were just confused. We're like, wow, there's a lot of other guys on the board that we've heard of. What's up with Bjornfoot?
And I was
Yeah,
the
I
only,
had,
a safe
I had
pick.
no idea.
and I was only calm figures like, hey.
And that's
they wanted
proof
to
that the
pick-
Kings don't always pick best available,
Yeah.
which is why
Well,
I
he was
like-
the best defenseman available.
I don't know. That's arguable because there was Robertson still available.
Yeah, but that's still what. They're all those guys. Are saying they're
And that's,
lumping-
I mean, I think
they're
that's
lumping
where the
same in.
system's taken effect, and he fits like the Kings like mold of defenseman.
I mean, he was their best player available on the draft board.
Yeah, on their draft board, yes, that is true.
Yeah.
But at the same
So
time,
it's not always the best player available. What the other experts think, it's with the best player.
but then it's
in
not
their
best
draft
player
board.
available,
No,
is it?
no,
Because
no,
then they
no,
have.
you take the best player available is not the best player. What other experts think, it's the best player what they think on their draft board.
I got you. Yeah, it's funny. I remember I typed in things like, "Oh, goal for Team White Kapari with a great patient play, feed the good sir."
I heard Kapari looked good.
He looked fantastic. He was one of my favorites. Lazote
Do you
and Turkett
think-
from Black Team White.
Do you think
Um,
Kapari was going to make the opening day roster?
That is one thing I can definitely see, because he took a big step in his development. I think. I'll get to him in a moment though, because I wanted to talk about Jersey
Okay.
and
Can we give a shout out to
Kaliev.
our new boy?
yeah, let's give a big shout out
Yeah.
Huge shout
to
out.
one of our favorite upcoming defensemen, friend of the podcast, confirmed,
Confirmed.
Braden Doyle from the U.S. National Team Development. What a great guy.
Huge shout out.
Huge shout out to our boy, Boston University Terrier commit for next season. That's big to play
I've heard.
in the Northeast, but to play for that team
Right. Yeah.
is unreal.
I was reading some of the scouting reports on him. He could be definitely one of the sleepers that the Kings have done over the years with
Right,
defensemen.
right.
Draft late round defensemen and turn them into really solid hockey players.
Oh yeah, no, and that's what I love about this Kings team and Mike Food. And also, I messed up. I said U.S. National Team Development. I meant U.S. High School Prep, but I know he's played with a lot of those guys. It's one of those things. It's like that's what makes this Kings team scary, is the fact that we do have a great development program right now. Mike Fuda is the GOAT with drafting. Him and Blake have made a great team. And finding those late round goals. I mean, look at Sodergran.
Look at
Johan Sodergran was our 6th round pick last year.
Look at Mike-
Braden Doyle was ours this year. Look at Mikey
Anderson,
Anderson.
4th round pick.
And look at all the guys that came out last year. Matt Luff,
Austin Wagner.
Austin Wagner, all 4th round or later. So, you look at Sodergran, a 6th round pick, and he's amazing. I think Sodergran was one of my top 5 players, maybe top 3 in the development camp. John Rosen said he was his superstar. The guy looked like, a boy, a man amongst boys at times. I mean, he was heavy checking, heavy control, and just knew where to be at all times. I mean, you look at a play like that or a player like that, and you're just like, man, I want to be like that guy. I mean, you look at it to compare it to a Kings player nowadays. I want to say like a Trevor Lewis guy.
Yeah.
Maybe Trevor Lewis when he's 100% healthy. Heavy checking, has a solid shot, and he's always knows where to be. Maybe like a Kempe type. I mean, that's kind of the way the league's going. A guy with speed that can check hard and has skill. And Sodergran has all those characteristics. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it to the team next year at some
Do
point.
you think though, like him playing in the professional in Sweden, him playing professional
Against
in Europe,
men?
against men,
That's helped a
has
lot.
helped against the development compared to somebody when he's now playing against the kids younger than him, who is basically just coming out of high school, first year of college.
That seems to be the thing happening more and more too. Like
Yeah.
you notice like all the Swedish leagues and all those guys, he said they're playing men. They're not playing other high schoolers.
Like,
they're
yeah,
not playing other
so
juniors.
when you take a bid on them, it's
Yeah.
a lot easier to see who's gonna
Like
come
Kopitar
out.
has been playing against the Finnish top team.
And they got
Kopitar, when
second
Kopitar
place.
came up, when Kopitar was
He was
drafted,
playing
he went.
over
Yeah,
there.
he went to go play over there for a year, and he still had crazy numbers as the 17-year-old.
And he came out back here and
He came back
killed
over
it.
here, and yeah, and he was.
First goal against the Ducks was
He's
so
like-
nasty.
So-
oh, that's dad. That's dad right there. But no,
I'm gonna love you forever.
yeah, no, Sodergran looked great.
How about the prospect that's been jumping out off the boards the last few this year? Mike Anderson, captain of the U.S.
Mikey Anderson looked really good. Again, he's a little bit. He's going to be more of a two-way guy. Stand out offensively, kind of like but he's not going to be super flashy. And he wasn't, but he made some good plays out there. He got beat a couple times by some guys, but I mean, it's development camp. You can't take you got to take everything with a
Yeah,
grain
exactly.
of salt. But he looked good.
It's
His
a-
skating was there, and his hockey sense was there. And for such a young guy, his poise is really. He makes him seem like a lot older.
That's the thing with development camp too. Like we get so hyped on certain things. Like you said, you can't take everything like too seriously.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you see like flashes of something crazy,
You're
you're
like,
just
wow,
like,
that's great. That could be
I'm
something.
trying to exactly. I'm
You
trying
know
to
what I
hold
also
my
realized
ground.
what the Kings have been drafting to, and I've been reading to. They draft a lot of leadership.
And that's
Yeah.
Like
that's
they-
something you
Like
can't
that,
teach.
Like Bjorn Fudd.
But was the captain
For-
of the junior team for Sweden.
And they won.
Alex
Or
Tur-
Finland. Or
Yeah,
Sweden, sorry.
yeah. Mike Anderson was the captain of the U.S. junior team.
And then look at Fagemo, right? Samuel Fagemo
Yeah.
literally had just won a championship with Frölunda in the Swedish league.
Yeah.
And also another nice guy I got to have the privilege of talking to on Thursday. Really nice guy. And just a great player. Him and Sodergran really stood out for me on Team White. Again, heavy checking. His passing was on point. I feel like he had a little bit better passing and more like playmaking abilities than like Sodergran, where Sodergran just heavy checking onto the next play and a heavy shot. I feel like Fagemo really can be a solid playmaker on like a bottom six line, maybe even top six line. But the direction the Kings are going now is just right in line with the NHL and just trying to catch up.
Right.
And they're not too far away. 2 years out, I mean, this Kings team could look really scary.
Yeah, on paper right now, if you're looking
the
at
development.
prospects, looking straight prospects wise, you're expecting the Kings in the next like 4 years to be, obviously we look at them differently, but like being contending again.
And we even right now in this conversation, we talked a lot of our prospects. We even talked about one of our two of our top 5 prospects.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Kaliev, I want to go back to Kaliev. He didn't look
Him,
bad.
yeah.
He just looks like he need.
He's still got to-
the evaluation is correct. His skating needs to get a little better, and
defensively-
and his defense needs
Yeah.
to be there. But
he's a power play
offensively,
guy.
he looks great. He looks like he knows where to be, and his shot's fantastic.
Sounds like a perfect power play guy.
Yeah, he's
Which
going to
the
be
Kings has always
Kovalchuk
struggled.
2.0. I feel,
or even like
could develop into something
who-
like that.
whenever I think that, this is where I always go to. Whenever I think about a player who they always knock his skating and even his defensive ability, I always think of Luke.
Yeah.
Luke
Yeah.
always had that knock. Like that's why he dropped to 7th or 9th round. I forgot what he got
Yeah.
drafted at. But and that was his thing. Like he can't skate. He whatever. Like in his defensive,
He
I don't
also
know.
said Kopitar can't skate.
Yeah.
And like these guys can still make it. If you can score in the league, you can score in the league, right?
Yep.
Like there's a reason why somebody has over 50 goals in 67 games. Like
People
that
say the
doesn't.
same stuff about Phil Kessel.
Yeah, like that doesn't happen on accident. You can't be a bad player and accidentally score 50 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what anyone says.
That's a natural talent.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like,
a talent.
Just like being a leadership is natural talent.
You can, and they can work on that. They can address that.
The skating is something you can work on, and that's
Exactly.
why they'll draft a guy like that and work with him on his
And that's why I'm surprised he still dropped. Like I was like, maybe there's
Well,
something more
all
than
these-
attitude or.
As much as they say goal scorers are great. They want goal scorers.
That's what the Kings need.
No, but everyone say
Yeah.
that. But all the goal scorers dropped because they were all small.
And they also had some
He was-
injuries too.
Yeah, like
Peyton
Cole
Krebs,
Caulfield.
Kaliev
Cole
even had an injury, I
Caulfield
think.
Yeah.
dropped to 19,
Yeah.
and his knock was his size. He's
And it's
5'7".
like, bro.
Yeah.
And he was unreal with the goal scoring.
And how big is Kaliev? He's like 6'10",
5'10", 5'11".
6 foot.
I
I
thought he
thought.
solid. I thought he was 6'3", but I'll check right now.
I don't think he's not that tall.
But
I'll
like
check right now.
he's
But
got.
the point is, we the development's there with a lot of guys. Kaliev isn't far off. I feel like it's true, but I mean,
It's worth the risk.
The
Yeah,
risk
it
is
was-
the big thing.
It's
I said
worth
it
the
was
risk,
worth the
even
risk.
as a second rounder.
Worth the risk.
Because they had released like there's only like 5 or 6 guys who'd put 50 goals in 67
Cole
games,
Caulfield,
right?
Kavalov, and like Bobby Brink. And
No. I'm talking like
No,
all
50
time.
goals all time.
time.
In
All time it was like
OHL.
Stamkos. It was like some
yeah.
big name
DeBrincat
dudes.
and I think Kane.
Yeah.
Kane,
That's
yeah,
not
it was like some crazy
Yeah,
names
it
on
was
that
something like
list,
that.
and I was just like, you take that risk regardless.
Heck
Like
yeah.
Exactly.
when I saw, like we watched day 1, day 2, I tried to just like real quick watch the Kings first pick, and I was gonna take it off. When I saw Ottawa take, I don't even know who Ottawa took with the 32nd pick.
I was hoping to get either Kavlov or Bobby
Yeah,
Brink.
no, yeah, I wanted Kaliev the whole time, right? Like, because I knew he was still on the
And
board.
then,
He was still
when
available.
we got
So-
him was like, yes, we actually didn't mess it up.
exactly. And when Ottawa took him, the Kings didn't even waste like 5 seconds
Yeah.
and drafted
They
him.
straight
Like,
announced it. Ottawa took who was it?
I don't. I don't remember who Ottawa took.
It was
but
like cool, Kaliev, thanks.
Yeah, Los Angeles takes Kaliev. Like
didn't-
literally right
yeah.
away.
I
And I
was
was just
like-
like, the Kings knew they were waiting on
I
that.
thought Ottawa was going to take Kavlov.
So did I.
I thought
that was the obvious choice.
And
I
I
felt
thought,
like.
okay, just get Bobby Brink.
And like
I'm
Ottawa
not
had a
fan
whole.
of Modric, but-
But
Ottawa-
I think he's the next best scorer who was on.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
list.
That's true. I mean,
Ottawa still messed that up.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey man, the Kings
Alright.
Kings got some steals.
I'm not gonna complain.
And you know, as much as we were talking about this draft, we even talk about their best prospect, JAD.
Oh, Dad.
And-
Anderson Noah looked
and-
great at the prospects.
and then we put
Akil Thomas.
Akil Thomas.
Akil Thomas,
Friend of the
podcast. Shout out to his clothing company, Zale Apparel. I own a beanie and a jacket. It's one of the most comfy things I've ever worn. Good
And
for
he-
summer. Good, not good for the summertime as much as wintertime, but wintertime
Okay.
apparel.
But
Made in
since you
Canada,
were-
good
since
stuff.
you were
Support a
there-
young guy.
Since you were there,
And he was there with Akil and
yeah.
him.
So what was your
shooting it
Ooh,
up?
Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You know, it's like choosing your favorite.
Oh, my favorites.
Yeah, your favorites. What was your favorite thing about the prospects? About each about being there, about interactions you met.
Okay, well, other than the fact that I got to meet almost every guy we just talked about.
Other than Ray's obsessed over these guys for not only years, but following the draft in the last couple months and actually
Well,
getting
just-
to hang out with them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was really cool. I was very blessed. I got to talk to a lot of the guys after the game. A lot of the guys I've chopped it up with on Instagram and things like that. You know, because I'm a big hockey. I love hockey. I respect the maturity it takes for a lot of these young guys to be a professional hockey player. And it's just an incredible thing to see what you can do when you can push the human body and mind to the extreme to perfect one craft. I think that's an amazing and beautiful thing. And then, you know, I got the privilege to meet a guy like Akil Thomas, who I've been talking with for a while, and you know, he's a fantastic person. Braden Doyle, I just got to meet, and also, guys, Braden Doyle was one of my big surprises from camp. Guy had great hockey sense on the forward end, a sick shot, and for a guy that's 17 playing with all those guys, it was just unreal. I think he's a real big sleeper, just like Sodergren was, and looking to turn out to be last year's draft. So shout out Braden, killing it, dude. Good luck in Boston, and we can't so wait to see you in a Kings uniform. But
And for when you eventually just stop by on the show and
yeah, dude, we can always replace you with the Silver Surfer, bro. Come on down, you know, throw on some. But
Silver Surfer doesn't even say anything.
yeah, he's just chilling out. You know, he knows
like
he's just
Bung.
there for the looks. He's a handsome guy, so we can
It
replace
was-
you with him.
The
But-
guy in Ottawa screwed up with is Shane Pinto.
Shane Pinto, there you go. Who might be a good player. I think the Cali was a better option there. But
Who-
shout out to Doyle in the camp. But
Who said more of this podcast between Bung and Silver Surfer?
I think Bung said less, to be honest, because he wasn't even here. So, but you know, my moment of the camp was getting to meet and talk to these guys, and every one of them, class act, professional,
For sure.
and we're very, very nice to all the fans that they got to talk to, and it just makes me reinforce that the Kings, not only the sport of hockey is in good hands with the next generation, but the Kings do a really good job with drafting these guys.
Yeah, they do.
And they get good character people who I'd love to support and cheer on any day of the week, and you know, hopefully show my kids in the future what it is to be a good professional hockey player or athlete in general. So
That was beautiful, right?
Thank you, bro. That was my point. My point of the camp. The sickest moment in camp was I gotta say, Kupari's feed. I want to say it was to Doyle. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been to Good Sir. But that was a sick moment. I've looked back at my notes, but that was just.
Do you mind
a
if we show
sick
the
moment.
picture of you with Alex Turkett?
I don't. Are you able to show it on the live podcast?
I can show it live.
Oh yeah,
I have the technology.
you got it. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, this is
Check this out. This is how awesome Ray is. Ray was actually at the game and able to meet.
You're such a fool, man. If you showed the fake photo, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. So, I actually did get to meet the boy Alex Turkett, who we got to talk about some good things. Really nice guy. I also did take a real photo with him. DJ just thought it was nice to put me on the body of a 4-year-old child and make me look like a goofball.
This is I think the actual photo's coming right now.
However, yeah, dude, Turkett was unreal. Just a genuine human being, a professional nonetheless. And so it was a great moment for me and great moment for LA. You get a guy with this much character. It's unreal.
His uncle is like the coach of the junior teams.
There's a family connection there with the Turkett family.
His dad used to play.
Yeah. But his dad used to play, but I also heard his uncle used to be
His
the
dad
junior
played
king
for
coach.
Montreal, I believe.
No, I heard his uncle's like the junior king's coach.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think Bustos is right there. And I also like the at the camp. I liked Kapari versus Turkett, the centerman face-offs. That was great. The 2 number 1 draft picks facing off, and both are studs. I really have a good feeling about Kapari. He might make the jump and be a useful asset to the Kings as early as next year.
You know what's really funny? The Kings are gonna have a problem this coming year, deciding do you play the veterans or do you play the young guys?
Yeah, I think they already know that
You're playing 3 veterans.
They wouldn't have
Brown,
bought
Dowdy,
out for
and
no. Yeah, exactly.
No, Dowdy
I'm
and
talking
Kopitar.
about.
And don't get your hopes up on July 1st either, because there's no way the Kings are signing any of
No,
these.
I'm talking about the choices between Kovacic, Carter, Lewis.
I honestly,
Cliff,
I love Carter,
Clifford.
but I don't know how much longer
No,
he's
but-
going to be a King.
I know
I
exactly.
feel like he's on the
but
block.
They're gonna
I
have
think
they're gonna
so.
have some interesting decisions if this team stays as is.
Yeah.
Like who are you gonna play? Kyle Clifford, Trevor Lewis, or you play one of the young guys?
Yeah, the youth movement's on for sure.
Also, Bustos. Kaliev, I said, was 6'3". He's 6'2".
Yeah.
So he's a big boy.
See Bustos?
In the middle.
Um,
We're in the middle. I said 6.
You said
You
5'10".
said, like, you're like you called him Cole Caulfield.
Straight up.
Caulfield. I didn't say Cole Caulfield.
So real quick, I want to run through a couple of notes with all these players and keep wrap this up a little bit. So Turkett, number 1 draft pick, as everything on paper. In live person, he's unreal. I can't wait to see his progress as a LA King franchise centerman. Lizotti, fantastic pickup we got last year. He played that one game, I think, with the Kings end of the year. I'm really excited to see where this kid can go. He can fly and he can move through people. Andre Lee, one of our last pick in the draft, yeah?
Yeah.
Big body. Not as quick on the feet, but knows where to be, and is just a pest on the forecheck. Really good hockey sense, knows where to be, and just big body driving. Sometimes that just works out. Really hope the best for Andre upcoming in the next couple of
I mean,
years.
he's young too. I hear he's one of the youngest players in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, he's really young. He was born in the year 2000. In the year 2000. Shout out,
I think
Connor.
all these young guys were born in 2000 now.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry,
anybody
yeah.
there was born between 1996 and 2001. So the oldest person there was Jake Slaker, who was an invite. We already talked about Kaliev. Great shot, great hockey sense in the forward end. Needs to work on the skating, but that'll come. High ceiling. We have Samuel Fagemo. Again, our second round pick.
Yeah, no one talks about that second
And,
round pick.
and he was a steal. We traded up to get him. Great on the forecheck, great on the hands. I think people were really excited to see where this guy goes.
That's the advantage of having
And
extra picks to trade up.
yep, and I think he'll be there sooner than a lot of people think.
What did we give? Like a third and a fifth, and we had a surplus fifth.
Yep, exactly. We gave up pick 64 and pick 126 for pick 50. Great move by Fuda and boys. Again, Akil Thomas, amazing scorer, knows where to be, amazing skill set, great passer, knows where to be on the forehand. Friend of the podcast, can't say enough good things about the dude. God bless you, man. Also, really good face-offs, really good stuff in the neutral zone. I really like the play of where to be, away from the puck and down low when the defenseman needed help. I feel like the only thing that really develops with Akil is just getting that speed up reaction-wise, and I think he'll get to that level in the NHL very soon here. Maybe even next year. You never know. All we can hope. Aiden Dudas, we didn't talk about him a lot. Really fast out there. He's playing with Owen Sound Attack. He's a couple years away most likely, but nonetheless, he's a solid player. Kind of like a Brendan Leipzig mold, but
Which is
maybe more of a
surprising.
control.
Speaking of Leipzig,
They did not
they did
tender
not give
him, and
him
he
a
will be a
call.
free agent.
We all kind of
You're
wanted
you
him.
the one who really wanted.
I had nothing bad to say about the guy all year,
But-
and anybody that watched the games knew that he was a killer.
Yeah, no, he was
You're
solid.
but guess what? They have all these
It's
young
the
guys
youth
you gotta
movement.
try.
Yeah, it's the youth movement.
It's
right now.
just it's just a cluster.
Also, anybody, I know there's some people obviously watching us live. Anybody who wants to chime in the chat, You got any opinions on either Kings prospects? You want to ask them questions? You want Bustos to answer some questions?
Yeah.
Let us know. Feel free to just
Always,
jump on in
or even
here.
after the live podcast, DM us
Send us some DMs.
at
and
JRobBustos.
we'll give you guys some shout outs.
You already know. But yeah, the Kings, if you didn't already know, let me finish this real quickly.
Yeah.
Might be. Let me.
Somebody
end this real
somebody found
quickly.
Christian came out on the live broadcast.
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah. the Angels.
Yeah, what a
The
handsome
Angels.
man. That's my boy right there. Just let me finish this real quick here. Sorry. Last parts of the camp. Again, we talked about Kapari and Sodergran. Kapari's unreal. Sodergran's unreal. Watch him. I think he's going to go to the AHL next year. Check him out in Ontario at
It
the
sounds
Toyota
like
Center.
sounds like we might have to go to the Toyota
We are.
Center.
I'm going to be taking
Yeah.
a couple trips, man. I'm excited.
Hooligan trip to Toyota.
I think my friend. I know my friend has 2 season tickets. He told me a couple of days ago, like 2 tickets. Like, oh yeah, go ahead. Tell me when you want those tickets.
There we go. Me and Bustos date is in. We're doing it. He's driving. So I can
I'm
drink.
halfway. I'm halfway there, so you can meet me at my house.
I will, and when I can drink with my DD. Heck yeah. Sean Dursey, great camp, great things from this guy. Unreal shot, unreal forward hockey sense, and a solid defenseman. I'm looking to see everything out of Sean Dursey.
And that was part of the Muzzin trade.
Part of the Muzzin
So
trade.
basically, we got 3 solid-looking guys.
Yeah.
From the Muzzin
And
trade.
everyone forgets about Muzzin. Great player for us.
Love
Great
him.
run. He's 30 now.
Yeah, he got old fast, bro.
Right? That
Yeah.
snuck
He's
up.
born in 1980. This is his birthday, December 30th, 1989.
Yeah.
Do you have it there?
No.
Oh, I don't know. If I'm right, that'd be sick. But yeah, he's getting older. It's just one of those things. It is what it is. Love you, Muzz. God bless you.
Thanks for the prospects.
Jordan Spence looked good. A little small-sided for defense, but his hockey sense was there. Made some safe plays and kept the puck in good control in the D zone. Would like to see more of him offensively, but a solid pick nonetheless. Shout out Jordan Spence. Bjornfoot again, knew where to be the entire game. Solid player. Really excited to know where he is.
Who's there after you? Right?
Marcus Phillips also had a really good game on the forward on the forward, and I thought he was a forward half the draft.
Well,
Oh my God, looking for Bustos?
Are we looking for
This-
Bustos or are
this-
we looking for Bung?
Oh my
Maybe.
God, not me because
This
I.
is the benefits of the live broadcast. We get real
Not-
time.
They're looking for me because
ambulance
I don't
and
want
sirens.
Nets at Dodger Stadium. That's why. No, I'm just kidding.
He doesn't want safety.
Get him.
Get
No.
that man.
No, but Marcus Phillips again, really good on the forward end. These defensemen on the offense joining the rush. It's going to be crucial to getting that scoring up, and I think that's what part of the mold is for the D-men. Kim Nui-Sainen had some really good plays.
I don't even know who that is.
He's our
Yeah, I
he was
think-
he was one of our later
He's
picks.
getting to the players that I don't know.
He's getting
about.
to the real high numbers right
Yeah.
now.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure all the people from our draft is covered.
Hey, we don't really care about the other guy. It's a joke.
Wow.
Wow. Kim Nui-Sainen, solid player. Needs to work on
No
the
offense,
D
Kim.
coverage a little bit more. Shout out to Kim. Thanks for the
How
photo,
about the
bro.
goalies, Elise?
That's what I'm about to get to, Bushkins.
I mean, you took so many times on guys. I'm glad you didn't talk about Cole Caulfield's brother who was on.
I did see him out there. I was like, Cole Caulfield, what's up, bro?
Wait, what?
Brock
Cole Caulfield's
Caulfield.
brother, his brother was on. Cole Caulfield's brother.
He's an invite or
Was
what?
an invite.
Yep.
I'm glad you talk about him.
He played really well too.
He's gonna be probably a lineman for Alex in Wisconsin.
There you
I
go.
thought you meant like literally
That's
like
gonna
a
be
referee
sick.
lineman.
No,
A-
well,
a linesman?
I wonder how they're gonna play that team in Wisconsin because they're gonna have his brother and Cole and Alex
Yeah, that's gonna be a sick team. Watch out for the Wisconsin Badgers.
and
right?
the Boston College Eagles.
Yeah, dude, and the Boston Terriers. Braden. Anyways, David Rennick, Lucas Perrick, Jacob Ingham, and Cole Keller, as well as my boy Matthew Yalta, were there at camp. Goalies. They're all super tall. They're all super talented. Lucas Perrick, nice guy. Got to meet him. Friend of the podcast. Had the save of the camp. Super sick in front of the net. Diving save. Akil Thomas made a sick pass from the boards, control in, and I forget who was in front of the net, but they launched it on net and he saved it. Everybody got a standing round of applause. Really solid. And then lastly,
At least there's one thing to play the sound effects so
I know what he's
bad.
gonna do. I know what he's
Sound
gonna do.
effects.
I already knew it. Fucking bully Bustos. You ask for the goalies, I give you goalies. I get cricket shit terrible. You guys can skip this part if you want, but there's some hockey people out there that want to know what these rookies are doing.
I stopped recognizing names too. I was like, I don't know these guys. I'm not
And
gonna
for
lie.
me, it's like I feel like these are names you guys should know, but that's just me.
I like that for the Dodger
You don't know-
prospects,
okay.
but I'm not gonna go on and on prospects that probably won't make the team. Let's get
Yeah,
to the
but
top
that's-
10.
but that's
Let's
not-
get to the top 10
These
prospects.
are guys that have a solid chance of making
You
the
just
Reign
list-
or the Kings
Okay,
in the next
okay,
2-3
okay,
years.
okay.
Sirens back.
Okay.
So yeah, see, they're trying to get Bustos for being a jerk. So wait, Cole Keller might be one of our starting goalies in Ontario.
I would say
He was a nice super guy, really great. He had a really good camp, and so did Vialta and Perrick. Really good stuff.
I'm giving you too much of
Lucas
a hard time.
Perrick was our third,
Can we
fourth
just
round draft
Give a round of applause for Ray.
Ray.
That was a lot.
Ray, I appreciate all the hard work you scouting.
He's our
Joshua,
main
don't worry,
scout.
I got you when you start talking about the Tulsa Drillers.
Oh, I can't wait till that
Yeah, I
happens.
got you on some.
He started-
I can't wait till the minor league report when I get to start doing that and you're going to start ripping me apart.
Oh, I got you when you start licking Andrew Friedman's face.
Trade deadline. You hear me during the trade deadline.
Oh, trade deadline.
Hey, why do you trade that player?
No, you don't do that.
No.
You don't do that.
Oh, it's Puig. It's okay. Hit him. Guys, we didn't sign Leipzig.
Yeah, no Leipzig.
How
So
about
we offered. So we offered RFA. Under the RFA rules, basically we retain the rights and we give them a contract, a qualifying offer. So we gave qualifying offers. A little surprising to Michael Amadio, which
not
was
surprised.
nice.
Not surprised. He's a centerman.
He had a really good year. We gave one to Daniel Brickley, Alex Iafallo, Adrian Kempe, great players. We'll find out those offers soon to see how we were on the ballparks.
Yeah.
Cal Peterson, Sheldon Rempel, Matt Roy, really good at end of the year. But we did not qualify Leipzig, Lintiniemi, Sherbak, Jenis, or Iacopelli. Also, surprising news, you guys heard about Brodzinski
Yeah.
Yeah.
and how there's a good chance we won't re-sign him.
Can I just say one of my highlights last week was Brodzinski's Twitch stream of him playing Fortnite with Toffoli, Martinez,
good.
and Brickley.
So
And
funny.
I sent it to the group chat, but I was like, it's really cool seeing the players in a whole different light.
Yeah,
Like
relaxing.
personality and like hearing Martinez call
Just roast the
locations.
guys,
yeah.
yeah.
And just like,
240,
you
look.
they're in the mall. I need backup. Oh, get the scarab on the ground. Like,
I just like how like Marty's like the ringleader of the trolling, low key.
and like he's so like he even talks laid back. He's like his whole demeanor, like he just so like I don't know. He's
That's-
very
that's
California,
Marty,
even though he's
man.
not. Yeah.
Yeah, for a guy that's from Michigan, he's pretty relaxed.
Nah, I feel like he's adapted into that laid back Cali lifestyle.
I like it. Do you any surprises from you guys? You think that we should have re-signed
How about-
Leipzig? Do you think
No.
that Brodzinski should have got a second chance considering all the injuries he had to face?
I think he wanted probably a one-way deal.
Yeah, I think I think both players want a one-way deal.
I feel like he deserved a one
I
with
think-
Brodzinski, but I know we can't
Yeah.
afford it.
I think with all the prospects we have, the young guys, and we're probably not going to be contenders this year.
There's a solid no on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they want to get the young guys some experience. I don't think those two guys just didn't fit into the future of the Kings.
Which I'm excited for this season because there's no expectations. And when there's no expectations, wins feel that much greater.
And you're like, and tickets are dirt.
Dirt cheap, $20 tickets or less every night.
Yep.
I miss the days of like the $10 college McDonald's section.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh! Can we
Up in,
talk
like,
about
the
how
corners.
bad this season was, and how on the like list of bad seasons we've had,
This is up there.
that one was like the second worst.
So do you? Okay, here's an interesting little question as we're wrapping things up here. Do you guys think our whole season of pain and suffering that we were crappo for Kako and lose for Hughes, was it worth it in the end for Turcotte?
For all 9 selections we made,
I like that.
absolutely.
Well, I'm talking the lottery pick because we
Yes,
want
we got a top 3 pick.
I
Yes.
got a top 4.
Top 5.
I said it was a 4.
Top 3.
I thought it was a 4-person draft.
Turkett was supposed to go third.
think
I
it
know, but we technically dropped.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the whole season, we were we wanted Hughes or Kako. Like
There
that
was
was our thing all year long. We were like, it'll be worth it because we're gonna get Kako.
I think it was a 4. I
And
think
he
it was
did
a,
it.
I think it was a 4-person draft, and I was kind of glad
We got one of those guys.
one of those guys.
Yeah, and it honestly, like,
And that's all. What
the fact that we had such a great draft, rounds 1 through 7,
Yeah.
made it worth it. If we didn't have a good draft and we
killed it,
didn't
yeah,
get
we killed
Turkett,
it.
it would not have been worth it.
Right. Yeah.
But shout out Mike Fuda, shout out Blakey, and all the guys, all the scouts around the world that do a great job for the Kings. You make me happy to be a Kings fan because I know you guys are doing your best
So
and made it worth it.
So wrapping things up for this week, tomorrow, maybe not tomorrow, but this week, we're gonna hear Kawhi become a Laker.
Yep.
We're not gonna have any news as far as the Kings signing anybody because we're not in that business right now.
but we
Blake-
did have one big NHL news.
Blake's unplugging his phone right
We
now.
did. Phil Kessel is now in our division.
Yeah. So another guy we can start hating.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will never hate the American hot dog champion. Phil Kessel is a hamburger.
The hot dog champion.
Guy eats hot dogs out of the cup.
So
Sometimes.
we got Kawhi. We got.
Dodgers need to get out of Coors Field.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we beat
We
the
can
Coors
salvage
12
it.
straight, and now we lost 2. So
Yeah, we can salvage a game.
But we need
Yeah.
to get out of Coors Field because that place is just
those were charity
It's
ones we
toxic.
gave them.
yeah, it's toxic.
toxic.
We're only 28 games, 27 games
We're only
above
11 We're only
500.
11 games above.
We're
that team.
spoiled.
Yeah.
We're spoiled.
Yeah, but
Dodgers.
by the time next episode comes, we're probably talking about All-Star break.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll see what we do with that cap space.
The
It'll
extra,
be getting interesting in NBA, and we'll see what the Kings do with their cap space
maybe
and the deals.
or maybe make a trade.
All right.
Love you, Jeff Carter. Anyways, boys,
Love you, Jonathan Quick.
that was fun. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you
Yeah.
This
to.
live episode was fun. It was different.
It's a little long, but we appreciate you guys working with us.
Thanks for putting up with our sirens.
Yeah, the search for Bung and Bustos when Bustos hating on Ray. Wow, Bustos. All I did was race
Bustos
down
straight
from it,
hit you with the
bro.
in the middle of your draft analysis.
Not like I raced
Well,
down.
no, it was not the draft.
Not like I
analysis.
drove 450 miles to get there to the draft
It was
analysis because you
Excited
didn't
the
go
whole
there.
way.
It was. I was excited for the first part, but you started talking about players. Who the our day?
Damn,
Oh, you'll
Bustos-
find out because we'll go to the rain game when you treat me.
on your guys' date.
Yep, the Bustos
That's who I was talking about right there.
hooligan date night.
Well, that rain team is gonna be fun to watch with Jad.
It's gonna be a good
and,
team.
Who? Akil.
We got Cal Peterson.
Kyle Peterson.
Akil Thomas, for the record, will probably not go to the rain
Why?
because we don't want to burn his ELC. So he'll probably play. Here's
I thought-
what I think
I
is
thought,
going to
he
happen.
I thought he signed.
He did sign his ELC, but he doesn't have to use it in effect because he's in junior still. So what's going to happen is if he doesn't crack the LA Kings roster, he
Yeah,
will
eight-
most
yeah,
likely.
8 games tryout.
Yeah, he will most likely go right back to Niagara.
I think.
Shout out to the Ice Dogs.
I think he'll go back to Ontario. He was
He,
playing.
the thing is, they don't want to use his contract up yet, so they want to have him under team control for most
You
time.
got to
so,
speak baseball to him. It's
Yeah.
like Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
yeah, Vladdy Jr. Nah, so they
They don't
basically
want to waste
Oh,
a year of his
shit.
There's a
contract.
I
good
hate
chance-
when they do that. That's. I understand it, but I hate it so much.
It is. It is pretty
like a
annoying.
loophole.
It is.
I love
but,
loopholes, but
you are Mr. Loophole. But if they do get to have him in the NHL, I'll most
not gonna
likely
deny
we will
that.
make sure a kill night at the Staples Center celebrated. Nah, just kidding. But yeah,
He's going to kill it.
yeah,
So you have-
I think he's going back to Niagara, but I think he might get those
Yeah.
8 games or
Sean
was it
Drew-
9 games?
So
Eight
you
or
have,
nine,
you
yeah.
have Mickey Anderson, Sean Druzy.
Oh, I mean, all these
Probably-
guys,
Clay,
be
probably
excited.
gonna get
Be excited. Come out to training camp in September. There's a lot to be excited about.
I think Ontario's gonna be a fun team to watch.
It's going to be a good team. Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being patient with us.
Have a
We
good
love
fo-
you guys.
Have a good
Thank you for
forward.
coming on this first live episode, which
First-
is yeah.
Not
I
even a
guess this
test
is-
episode.
I guess this is episode 11. if we're
Episode
being
11.
technical, this is 11.
Yeah.
But this is the new format we're trying out. So let us know. You guys can DM us. I know you guys always show us love. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, comments, question, concerned at Hooligan Ray, at Hooligan Sports, at Jesus87, at Hooligan Baseball, at Gerard Bustos.
Draw.
Everything.
Jara,
Draw Bustos. Draw Bustos.
It's
Draw.
JRA in my last name.
draw.
Draw.
Just really annoyed Bustos. JRA. I'm going to kill you guys.
And
Wait, wait, wait.
And
One time, wait. One time before we leave, I just
I haven't heard it in a while.
One time on it. One time on
It's
it.
been a while.
it's been a while.
It's been a while.
I hope you enjoy not having a first round pick the next couple of years.
That's very true. But they did get a second round pick, so shout out to San Jose, and we hope you guys have a fantastic and safe 4th of July. We'll see you soon.
Don't burn yourself in fireworks.
Let's not.
Yeah, have a safe 4th of July. Don't
Put a
burn
net
yourself
put a
in.
net over your fireworks.
Wow. After you sign it, sign the firework and then put the net.
Exactly. There you go.
Then move it. So everybody's happy that way. I mean, it's this safe way to do it. But thank you guys.
Love you guys.
Solid up.
I hope you have a fantastic 4th of July. We'll see you later.
Don't forget to subscribe.
If young natural.
Wait, hold on. Where's that? Wait. How can I forget it? Like
You can't.
The live episode just messes me up.
Better subscribe or we're gonna.